I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledged knowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who weak hearted been using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcasted like hey ya.
I muted myself. Let me start all over. So, allow me to reintroduce myself. Allow me to reintroduce myself, y'all. It's the number one Chief Rock in Knicks Universe, your main man, Uncle Freezie. Welcome to the premiere Knicks Nighttime Show, the Knicks at Night podcast. Y'all want this party started right. Y'all want this party started quickly. Right? Okay. I see y'all out there. I'm looking for something. Hold on. I'm looking for something. I'm looking for something and I can't find it. Don't that frustrate you, man? Don't that frustrate you? You ever notice like you don't recognize you need something until the last minute? And then when you realize what it is that you're looking for, you search for it, you can't find it. And so you're like, man, what the heck? Where's my thing at? Where's this thing? So what am I looking for? No, not a fan. Not keys. Let me see. Yeah, I don't. Not a pencil. I'm not looking for a pencil, but the pencil is here. I don't know where. I don't know. Anyway. All right, let me shout out my people. Let me shout out my people, man. King Ribby is in the house. David L is in the house. Dripmore is in the house. Ivory 10 is in the house. Okay, I see you. Philip Casanovas is in the house. Trini from Harlem is in the house. Daniel B is in the house. Okay. Rodney Atkins, man, I see you. Adam is in the building. Okay. I see y'all, man. Paris Duggar is in the house. Okay. All right. The son of the legend, Kerry Cox, is in the house. Dripmore is in the house. All right. IKBM Dre is in the house. What's good, boss? So it's been a weird day, man. It's been mad busy. Here it's been mad busy up here, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's been mad busy. Let me see here. Let me do this. Let me see. I should have done this earlier, but I had a just been busy. Y'all bear with me, man, while I do this. Let me do that. And then them. Also, let me get this light out of my face. The light is crazy. All right. So I don't feel like yesterday's conversation was finished. Corey Lee is in the house. What's good, Lee? I don't feel like we came to an adequate conclusion with yesterday's show. Sherwin is in the house. What's good, Sherwin? So I don't feel like we came to an adequate conclusion with what we were talking about yesterday. Also, Sherwin says, good night, all. Knicks fans, I have a question. What is the Knicks' biggest need? Sherwin, allow me to think my way through that. You mind if I think my way through it? I'm not even going to lie to you, bro. This Pepsi Zero might be maybe one of my favorite drinks. I ain't even gonna hold you. Man. It may be one of my favorite drinks. So, Sherwin, I'm gonna put a star by this and use this as a talking point. But what I'd like to do, though, is say hello to my people first. I'm going to say hello to my people first, and then we can get down to the get down. We can get down to what they call the nitty gritty. Right? Right. Bruh, that Pepsi Zero. Pepsi, if you're watching, I could gladly get you on screen, Pepsi, for a significant sponsorship price. Something we can negotiate, Pepsi. I had a comment from, this is the one I want to start with. Right? Salute to Paris Duggar. Paris Duggar's in the house. Right? I asked this question. Oh, wow. I see. Wow. Y'all on fire tonight already? y'all on fire tonight already? Oh, wow. Y'all on fire tonight already. Okay. No, I can't do all of these at once, right? So let me do them one at a time, y'all. Y'all on fire tonight already. so I thought we was gonna have time to like kick the can down the road and do salutations and all of that, and then pick out a couple of topics and then rock. But I see right now y'all not messing around. Did somebody have a bad show or something? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Did a Knicks content creator have a bad show or something, or did they stir y'all up or something? Because y'all coming in like headhunting. Y'all coming in, headhunting off the rip. Yo, PC says, nah, we missed you. Yeah, Paul, yeah, it is what it is. I missed y'all too, man. So just what's happening on a personal note. So I'm going through I'm having these meetings early in the morning now. So that 9 o'clock comfort zone that we used to be in, I got to kind of find a way around it. A way around it. So we'll figure it out. But I told y'all back in about April that it would be like this. And when I was speaking about it in April, I wasn't, people thought I was mad or angry about something. I wasn't. I wasn't frustrated, but I was a little frustrated about some stuff, but not enough to like go away from doing the live stream. The live stream is the live stream, y'all. It's what we do. Right. So Paris Duggar says, we have an OB hole. And Paris Duggar, this is what I want to ask y'all. And I can't remember which Knicks insider I spoke with. Right? I don't know if it was Corey Lee or Soulfinger 1212 or Boulevard 73 or whoever it was that I spoke with. I asked them a simple question. What if Obi Toppin makes the All-Star team with the Indiana Pacers and Julius Randle does not with the New York Knicks? Right? What if, and I know y'all like, wait a minute, Uncle Freezie, you stirring the pot? Yes, I'm a habitual pot stirrer, right? So I like stirring conversation. I like driving conversation, right? Right? Some people say, I take the conversation grenade, throw it in a room, and then the next thing you know, people are buzzing. And the son of the legend. And when I say that, I mean that this dude Pops used to sing in a soul group, bro. This dude Pops used to sing in a famous soul group, man. Yo, my pops couldn't sing, bro. He could drink though. My pops couldn't sing, but man, could he drink. Right? So shout out to Kerry Cox, right? My thing is, what if Obi makes the All-Star team and Julius Randle puts up what's good? Oh, wait a minute. Okay. I thought we just got. I thought for a second, I thought we was in paranormal activity, bro. I was about to say, what's good, boss?
What's good?
It was good. What's good? What's good? My guy, my brother Corey Lee. What's good, bro? How you been?
I'm chilling, guard. I'm chilling. I'm trying to get my headset to work right, but I'm here with you.
Okay.
So it ain't one problem, it's another, but
Yeah.
you know how it goes.
Yeah. Well, if you having headphone problems, I feel bad for you. I got
I feel
99
bad for you,
problems,
son.
but that ain't one. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on a second. Let me work this out. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to work this out, but anyway, I'm still here for now. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Let me back out of this. All right, I'm gonna just do this.
Okay.
But anyway,
Man, you looking like you lost some weight, bro. What's happening?
man, I'm trying to tell you, man, I'm trying to get it all the way down. I'm trying to get back to a buck and a quarter, 2.25.
2.25. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm trying to get down there too, man.
For sure. What's up, y'all?
But yo, what if Obi Toppin makes the All-Star team with the Pacers?
I'll tell you right now.
And Julius Randle doesn't make the All-Star team with the Knicks. And the reason why I say that, right? Just hear me out for a few seconds. Just hear
I'm
me
listening.
out.
I'm here
though. All-Stars like Randle make the All-Star team based off of accumulation and 1 or 2 flashy plays per game. Obi Toppin can make the All-Star team just off of flashy plays all night, which mean nothing.
Facts.
And for voters, right, outside of Indianapolis and voters outside of New York, most fans, they watch highlight packages on these highlight shows. Like Julius Randle getting an offensive rebound in a putback means nothing to them. But Obi Toppin dunking in the open court by himself means everything. And it shouldn't. It shouldn't, right? And what I'm saying to you is Indiana has everything they need to make the next step in their progression, right? In their progression, they have everything you need in their progression. With that said, that means they have fancy passers, they fast break, they shoot the three, they have a big man that can shoot threes, they have guards that can dunk. So they have all the flashy aspects of everything, and that might be the formula that can get Obi Toppin to the All-Star game.
It's possible.
But Knicks fans, what if Randle does what he normally does? Same Randle numbers, 25 and 10, 5 assists. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks make the playoffs, right? Is that going to be sexy enough to get Julius Randle back to all NBA again? Would that be sexy enough to get Randle to the All-Star game again? Right? And if he does that and the Knicks stay on that same trajectory, maybe even win 55 games, but Obi Toppin is dunking all night, right? Does Obi Toppin make the All-Star team over Julius Randle?
You asking me or you asking the chat? Because I mean, me being a basketball fan and me actually knowing the game more than the casual fan, I would say, no, it doesn't. That's not enough. You know what I'm saying? Those are, would you say those are empty stats? That's what you would say. And that's what you was, not just you, but anybody else who understands the game.
Right.
It looks good. It's pretty. It makes great for the highlight reels. I mean, ESPN will go crazy But the real basketball fans, what matter, what counts to winning. You understand what I'm saying? What does it mean to winning? I mean, it's great for momentum and stuff like that, but it's like it doesn't mean if Obi Toppin puts up 40 points and they lose by 20, doesn't mean anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If Julius Randle scores 18 and we win by 30, that means a lot.
Right.
You know, so I mean, is it possible? Anything's possible as far as when it comes to making an all-star team, because it's all about it's the fans that really get you in there. You know what I'm saying? They initially get you in there. Other than that, now it's up to the players or the coaches to get the other players in there. And I think the body of work for which Julius Randle has done over the last 5 seasons should be enough to get him in the door, especially if he's still been maintaining the same thing, 25, 10, and 5. You know?
Right.
That's not easy to come by, considering they both play similar position, the same position to some exchange.
Right.
To some extent, excuse me, not exchange, to some extent. You know what I'm saying? Nah, because you gotta think he still has to beat out a lot of other cats that have been playing at a certain level for a certain long period of time. You got cats like Giannis he got to beat out. You got cats like Julius he has to beat out. You have Tatum who he has to beat out. You have, he has so many hills to climb in order to get to that level. I'm not saying the young man can't do it, but he couldn't get no more than 18 minutes per game.
With us.
Exactly.
Towards the end, he was getting 11 minutes.
That's for a simple fact. Now, Mayor has.
But let me say this to you though. Does Tom Thibodeau give you the impression that he can develop young talent?
I'm gonna say yes and no. I'm gonna say this because for the simple fact, history tells me from what older players, retired players have said, that Tom Thibodeau has saved certain people's careers. He's transformed Larry Johnson's game from being, a dunker / going to the basket, to the rim type of guy to some guy, a low post up guy, fall away jumper, jump shot type of dude. You know what I'm saying? For the few years that we had him, like the last 3 or 4 years that he was in the league. So I could say on that level, yes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, does he have the patience to develop young talent? That's a whole different story. But seeing as though that, what was said was that he's at the gym early in the morning with all the young guys, the guys who aren't considered starters, he's in the gym with them first thing in the morning with them working on their games. You know what I'm saying? And trying to get them to get better.
Right.
Now, the issue is I think as far as Obi Toppin is the fact that he didn't see the type of game in him which he felt was good for the Knicks, for his style of basketball, not for the Knicks, but his type of basketball.
Okay.
And I think he maybe been stuck in his ways on not utilizing it. Not to say that Obi Toppin sucked or anything like that. We can, everybody has their varying opinions about the young man. Right. And we can all say he was whack, he was this, he was a ham sandwich, he was all this like that.
Right.
But the young man had to be something in order to get drafted and be in the first round. And on top of all of that, he was the National Player of the Year coming out of college. Okay. So there's arguments on both sides. It's just about fit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He just didn't fit what Tom Thibodeau wanted.
Right.
And that's no excuse, but that's just what it is.
Right. I'm not making an excuse for Obi. Big Tone was good.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, nephew? You know me. I just stopped by, man. Stop by and support. Y'all get them likes up, man. Just stop by nephew's channel, just like he be doing mine, man.
Yeah,
support
man.
Man.
Hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I be stopping by yours because I'm excited. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Yeah, man. I'll be exiting the Zoom meeting, and I look at the phone, and I have your notification, and I just race over there because I already know that's where the action at. You know what I'm saying? So respect and love to Big Tone, man. Hey,
Salute.
love you, brother. Love your content,
Same salute,
brother.
nephew. Salute,
Yeah,
man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Hey, yo, I didn't get a chance to stop by today. I just had stuff happening back to back.
Man, look here, you already know, bro. You ain't gotta stop by every day, man. When you feel like it, if you're in the area, just we ain't got to prove nothing to each other. We already know much respect, man.
Yeah,
you already know that.
Much respect, but I come over
sir.
because the channel is entertaining, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
But
that ain't what I'm not just going to show love. I want to show love when I'm there, but for the most part, I'm stopping by because the channel is dope.
Appreciate you, man.
And I know it's some YouTubers. I know it's a lot of YouTubers out there that wish I would say the same for them, but I'm a truth teller.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I keep it a buck. So, when things ain't out all the way there, I'm not gonna fabricate stuff. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
Yo, so what's the word, man? When y'all gonna pop the cork on Dame Lillard, bro? So the rest of the league can get off a notice.
Yeah, well, that just goes to show you the power, man. I mean, they're supposed to be renegotiating. One thing I love about it, I'm not gonna stay long. One thing I love about it, it call out them lying ass mainstream medias, make like all these teams was putting in bids. Come find out ain't nobody putting in bids because Dame already told them bastards he ain't going nowhere but Miami. Miami is the only team that's out there. Right. So it's just it's just a Joe Cronin reject ass, arrogant ass, just prolong it. That's all he's doing.
Right.
It's just a prolonged game. He just for whatever. Well, I don't know why he was. We said again, like we said earlier. I don't know why he think he gonna get something from Pat Riley, bro. Pat Riley ain't giving you nothing. First of all, Pat Riley got the upper hand.
Right.
So Pat Riley.
Soon as Dame said he wanted to go to Miami,
that's
all that stuff went out the window.
It went out the window.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So it's just a weight game, bro. It is what it is. Like I said, last time I checked, we got to the Eastern Conference Finals and the finals, and without Dame. So
without Dame.
He come. He don't. We don't. We made some signings. We replaced the two that we let go. So it's just a weight game, nephew, and it is what it is.
So I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I was talking about you with one of our homeboys, bro. And what we was talking about it is how if you're a fan of a certain team and you rock with a certain channel, you may automatically assume that teams that maybe or that's perceived to be rivals fans will perceive to be rivals too. And it's like the first time we met, as soon as you met me, you know what I'm saying, you knew that it was a respect, and I understood what it is with the Heat. You know what I'm saying? And I know the fans of the Knicks and some fans of this channel was trying to come at you, and part of that had to do with you already know the reason. Because the Knicks lost to the Heat in the playoffs.
Hey man, look, that's what it's about, bro.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, man, look, we can go at each other. It's my team against your team. Right. The only thing I tell the young boys, listen, like I tell them on my team, just be respectful. I can handle everything you come at me with, call me garbage bums, and man, that's fun to me. But make sure if you can dish it, make sure you can take it now.
Make sure you can take it. Yeah.
You feel me? But it's going to be respectful. It ain't going to be no personal stuff. See, I don't do all we ain't playing them games.
We ain't great.
Yeah, you understand? My team against your team. That's all.
We too old for that, bro.
We
too. But hey, when we gonna get together and rock again, bro? Hey, can you rock Friday night? Can you rock Friday night at the same time?
I'll say it again, bro. You hit me, let me know.
I got you.
I'm there.
All right. So Friday night, 7:30. We'll set it up.
Okay.
And then
I might be late because I might be still on my stream.
No, well.
Oh no. You mean this Friday?
Yeah.
Oh no, this Friday I'm going out of town. This Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, is that me and my wife? Yeah, me and my wife anniversary. 29 years. So
hey, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah, 37 total, but 29 married. So
Yeah,
yeah.
man. Hey,
Yeah, we going out
congratulations
of
to you and the
town.
missus.
Appreciate you. But I'm gonna be doing once I get settled where I'm at back home. We going back up Maryland. Matter of fact, we're gonna be close by because we going back home up Maryland.
Right.
So I'm gonna be doing probably do it Saturday, not Friday.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be doing my live Saturday.
What are you gonna be doing Sunday morning?
Oh, I ain't gonna be doing nothing Sunday.
Sunday morning. Hey, come through, hang out with us Sunday morning.
Okay. Around what time?
I send you. So we got 718 boys at 10 and old school Knicks at 11. So if you know anything about the old school Heat or the old school Heat rivalry, you can jump on with the old school Knicks show with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll check because that's actually my anniversary is Sunday, the actual date.
Oh man, I'm trying to mess that up. You and me? I could just.
Oh no, bruh, it's 37 years, bro, and you ain't that shit. You ain't messing nothing up, bro.
Right.
Yeah, you ain't messing nothing up, man. But Sundays, yeah, we usually be relaxing anyway. So I mean, if I'm able, I'll definitely click in. Just send me the link. And
you know what? I'm a call you, man. I'm not really big on the texting. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. You like me. You like me.
Right.
Call me.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'll call you. I'll call you this weekend, man, so we can put something together. Because the thing about it is for sages like yourself, for dudes that are seasoned and been around long enough to understand how everything works, man. I just be wanting to pick your brain and share some stuff, you know what I'm saying, from back in the days with everybody and talk the way that we like to have that talk to us. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, no disrespect to the young fellas. I love y'all and I respect y'all. But a lot of times when we were counting history, y'all getting it off Google.
Right.
And I'm getting it out my back pocket because I was there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So, what they say the eye test. We was actually physically watching.
Yeah,
exactly. So just call me, man. Call me, whatever, man.
I do that.
I ain't gonna hold y'all Knicks talk up. I just wanted to stop by, man. But just call me when you're ready, man. When I'm settled, man. Let's do it. Set it up. Hey, you know me, man.
No doubt. No doubt.
Hey, it is what it is.
And you know what we're gonna do, man. I'm gonna do it on the up and up. Mad respectful. We're gonna talk that talk, man.
There you go.
And put out a good product, man, because Miami Heat fans deserve a good product. New York Knicks fans deserve a good product. And so when we get together, man, we're gonna put out a good product.
Okay.
You feel me?
Salute, nephew, Big Breezy. Salute, nephew.
You see him in the chat? He coming for you, bro.
I see that garbage bum. I told him Nets garbage, boy.
Stalker. All right, boss. All right, boss. I'll holler at you this weekend.
Okay, bet.
All right, later.
Salute.
Yeah, man. So I'm messing with Big Fan Breezy, bro. Hey, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to those Brooklyn Nets fans that come through and rock with us and hang out and laugh and talk this NBA talk, man. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the NBA landscape. Lee, I got this one thing to say to you, bro.
If it's about my Giants, you better pause. But go ahead.
What? Now you see why that's the reason why I take to the Giants, bro. You know what I'm saying? Here we are. We talking NBA. We talking Knicks. The mix with a little Heat mixed in, a little Brooklyn Nets mixed in, and you talk about the Giants. See, now if I was to take a shot just now at the Giants, you'd swear I was wrong.
I could care less, but go ahead. Because it seems like you already set me up. I'll be feeling like Charlie Brown, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And you Lucy hold, and I'm about to go try to kick the football, and you pull it away. So I didn't want to be set up like a sucker for that one, but I guess I was.
Nah, man.
I'm playing with you, bro.
No, I'm saying this to you. Big 60 should be the theme for this year.
No doubt.
Big 60.
No doubt.
Chat, listen to me. Big 60, right? my thing is as once this Toronto Raptors thing happened, and now I'm thinking like, oh man, this might be the summer. This might be that summer of distraction, right? Like, okay, FIBA basketball this summer, this Toronto Raptors thing, and all we need is 2 or 3 more distractions, and that distraction might start to bite into that big 60 win total, right? And so while it seems on the surface that distractions should not play a major part in a team like this being focused on winning 60 games, that is the main reason why teams like this don't win 60 games.
You know what, bro? Nah, I'm not gonna let that hold us. I think if we allowed, I tell you this, if we were the old Knicks, I would say yes. Where the media was all in our locker room and all that stuff like that.
What do you mean, old Knicks or same old Knicks? You mean old Knicks like early 80s Knicks or same old drama-filled Knicks?
The same old drama-filled Knicks. Okay. Where you see how we kind of like when drama comes, we push it to the side and we don't discuss it. We don't discuss house business out in the streets no more.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which is shout out to Leon Rose just for just doing that. And I know for a fan base it's frustrating because we always want to be in the know, but sometimes we don't need to know. What we need to know is what's the product we got out there and the victories that we getting, and we can cry about the losses later. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
See, what I'm focused on, yeah, the goal is 60, but I'll tell you right now, without a shadow of a doubt, would I settle for 58 or 56 wins? Yes, I would. Because that puts us 5, 6 games, no, 8, 9 games ahead of where we were, almost 10 games where we were from last season. That means that we have vastly improved during the regular season. But really, to be honest with you, what would mean the most to me, more than 60 games, is getting to the ECF. That's what I want. You know what I'm saying? To have a fighting chance to get to the finals. You know what I mean? Okay. To pass, to build on where we left off right there at last season, because we left too much on the table.
So you said we left meat on the bone.
Too much.
We played with our food.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Yes, we did. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then God's will, you know what I'm saying? The players that we were expecting to step up last season when we needed them the most, whether they were hurt or whatever the case may be, or twiddling their thumbs, or was just dumbfounded because of the moment. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they've mentally and physically matured enough to get us to the point of getting us over the top.
Okay.
You know, because I'm gonna say this, you know, and shout out to Dre, and I argued him down, and I was wrong. You know, and I'm a man of, you know what I'm saying, who can be stand corrected and can be told that I was wrong. But I was with you screaming ECF, and I was like, how dare you not believe? But he brought up one simple thing: we weren't experienced enough in those moments.
No, we were not.
You know.
No, we were not.
You know, and he was right. So, you know, and we needed that. We needed that punch in the mouth to savor that taste of we didn't do enough. We needed that. And you know what I'm saying? You can gain a lot from a loss. Right. You know what I'm saying? There's a victory in a loss, and it's called experience.
So a lady I recently met who I'm like having a growing respect for told me something, right? Mm-hmm. So she told me there are only wins and lessons. Like when you don't win, you learn a lesson, or I'm paraphrasing what she said. right? So I'm paraphrasing what she said. But when she said it, I harken back to Tom Thibodeau saying the same thing earlier in the season. Either you win or you learn a lesson, right? And so my thing is throughout life, I thought that I learned in wins and losses, right? That's what I thought. But then at the same time, I don't know it all, and I'm a lifelong learner. So when
We all are.
somebody more successful than I, says a certain thing, main thing you want to do, man, is listen, just pay attention. Pay attention. Right? So my thing is based off of what you said and based off of how the Knicks fans feel. I feel as if Knicks fans feel like we're somewhere in that 50 to 55 win range, and that we're a team that should compete for the Eastern Conference Finals. Chat, am I off when I say that? Do most of you guys are most of you guys confident that we are a 50 to 55 win team? Or let me be more clear. Are we a 48 to 53 win team that can make the Eastern Conference Finals if everything goes right? Because if so, I have a different question. I have a different question for you.
You're wrong, Sherwin, for that. No disrespect. I'm sorry, Freeze. I didn't even cut you off.
So what did Sherwin say? So Sherwin says, when you lose, you are learning how to lose. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Because I think I'm there with him. When you lose, there are valuable lessons in losses. Like I don't know if you learn how to win in that. I don't know. But what I do know though is that when you lose, there are takeaways. I could have did this better. I could have did that better.
Facts, and that's what I mean. So it doesn't mean that you learn how to lose. It's learning what you could have did better. Because I'm trying to tell you, the one thing about basketball that I've known, even in sports in general, basketball and football, you're gonna be placed in the same situation again, possibly, because why everybody repeats everything. You know what I mean? Because you flunked it, you failed at that first time in that situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you're smart, you'll work on that. If you're a smart player, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying every player is smart, or you just don't have the talent. Then that means that we need to let you go, and we need to find somebody who won't fall for that same thing. You understand what I mean? For an example, if I know that if I'm a defensive end and this tackle, you know what I'm saying, likes to push me on the inside because they know they're running a sweep, you know what I'm saying? Then why would I play him and give up so much leverage to the inside when I know?
Why play his inside shoulder or head up when I know he want to block me down?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And catch me up and get picked up by the guard, so he can go push on and go down
and get to the linebacker level. Yeah,
linebacker and to the defensive back level. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta know this. You gotta be able to. You know what I'm saying? There's one thing about being, in order to stay and remain a great athlete, you gotta be a student of the game, and you got to improve on the things that you know that you need to improve on. You can't just go off of your natural talent. You know what I'm saying? You got to get smarter, because in all actuality, as you get older, you lose certain things. So in order to remain and stay in the game as long as possible, you got to get smarter. Okay. Jerry Rice didn't play till he was 40 because he was still fast. Jerry Rice played till he was 40 because he could still run routes. He knew how to break when he had to break. You know what I'm saying? He's running against
excellent hands in traffic.
Exactly. He knew how to shield his body. He knew how to shield the ball. Shield his body.
Hey, too bad the Giants ain't never had a receiver like that.
You see what I talked up? You see what I talked up?
All right. Okay. All right, Drake. Oh, okay. All right. We know
I'm
you there.
bowing. I'm bowing as we speak.
Yeah.
What's up, Freezy? What up, Lee? What up to the
What up,
chat?
bro?
And that was
Chilling, man. I just been listening to y'all talk for a little bit when I
yeah,
hopped in.
man. Yeah, we chopping it up, man, about the Knicks potentially winning 60 games, but at the same time, most Knicks fans are thinking we're at that 48 to 53 win level, maybe Eastern Conference finalists, but at the same time, we may be that team that gets picked off by distractions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like my thing is if there are, because we already have two distractions, right, one distraction is FIBA basketball,
Hmm.
right, and another distraction is the Toronto Raptors thing that looks like it's going to progress through the summer. Now if we get one or two more weird distractions, like say for instance a bitter contract dispute, if somebody looking for an extension gets into a bitter contract dispute, then that's just one more thing to keep eyeballs away from the prize and on the trash can, so to speak, right? And so my thing is, I'm confident the Knicks can win 60 games, but at the same time, I could easily see this team, man. Now that the Raptors thing has come out and FIBA basketball, I was thinking it with FIBA basketball. I was like, okay, 60 is possible, but I can't guarantee it no more. I forgot about FIBA basketball when I said big 60.
I mean, to be fair, they have like 6 weeks off before training camp if you're in
Yeah.
FIBA. So I
But
mean,
no,
give or take.
before they have to show for training camp, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
For before Brunson and RJ and
Yeah,
um
and it dudes that
and
participate.
Fournier.
Yeah, and Fournier. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Forgot him completely.
yeah.
But I mean, it for guys like RJ, I think RJ needs it more than Brunson does, at least to stay sharp.
Right.
But we'll see. Like I don't really view FIBA as a distraction. It may take a toll on the body in terms of like extra mileage that you may not normally have put on.
Right.
I agree with that point, Dre.
But to the same token, guys like Brunson and to a lesser extent RJ, those guys always work in the summer. Those guys are putting in extra amounts of work where it may not be in game things, but they're definitely going to the gym multiple times
Yeah,
a day
yeah,
over the course of stretches of the summer to get their game right, especially Brunson, because you could just tell in his game that he's a master of repetition.
yeah.
Like he does a lot of things over and over and over and over till he gets it right.
Okay. Bully is in the building. Boulevard 73. Bully, make sure you come hang out with us for the conspiracy theory tomorrow night on Vibes and stuff.
Oh, I'm
Okay,
I'm, I'm with that for
yeah,
sure.
we're gonna try to rock about 8 o'clock tomorrow on
Okay.
Vibes,
Oh
doing
yes, sir. You know
conspiracy
I'm
theory,
gonna be there.
conspiracy theory talk. So Bully, make sure you show up for that, man. Come hang out with us. The conspiracy theory conversation is always weird. Yeah, okay, but with that out of the way, I'm thinking like this summer is shaping up for a major distraction. I don't know if it's going to be a looming trade or contract talks. Maybe it's quickly. Maybe it's quickly.
Maybe for I'll say this: we thought we were having the big like distraction with the Donovan thing last year,
Yeah.
and we kind of had one of our most successful seasons
Right.
in the last 20 years.
Right.
I think if it's anything that Tibbs does, he makes he makes the important things the important things. Fortunately for bad or good, he has this mentality where he has the blinders on at all times,
Right.
and that rubs off on the players.
Right.
So I can say, yeah, there might be distractions in terms of guys wanting to get paid, but if it's anything that I've seen outside of maybe sometimes with Randall going off the going off the wheels, uh, I think a lot of the guys on this team are they make the important thing the important thing and trying to win basketball games.
Okay.
I and when you say like in terms of like your logic of saying like maybe this team might win 60 games, I don't think distractions will be the reason we don't. I think maybe injury.
Mm.
I don't think it's a talent thing because we have the continuity. We already have like we kind of have a built-in formula. We'll win regular season games. We're just sharpening what we do already by adding players that fit that particular mold to win regular season games. Now, postseason is a different story. We all know that.
Right.
But if it's a thing where you're saying, okay, you think we have the potential to win 60 games, well, that's in my mind that's completely dependent on health, not outside distractions, not egos.
Okay.
Like we won basketball games despite RJ playing mediocre to bad a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So and quickly starting out the season slow and us having a weird rotation and us like implementing a guy from the trade deadline, which helped us. But we're having that guy for the entire year.
Fournier and Cam Reddish together on the floor.
Oh God.
And Obi. Remember, there were stretches where you saw Fournier, Cam Reddish, and Obi on the floor at the same time. And Hartenstein with the sprained Achilles.
Yeah, with the late help defense because he couldn't really
explode. Get out there.
Yeah. So it's one of those like in your mind. I don't know. It's hard to win 60 games in this climate of the NBA when the game is so up and down and guys take games off and I don't know if you saw a schedule. We have like a weird, funky schedule where we have like back to backs and we have like for instance the Celtics have like an advantage in terms of rest going against other teams.
Yeah.
16 times and we only have that like 8 times.
Right.
So like the whole jigsaw puzzle, like in my mind, Freezie, all things put together, I think I could see the Knicks winning 53, 54 games.
Right.
60 is hard because you got to go on extended streaks of winning.
That's why I disagree with you at.
Yeah.
If I may just jump in right here.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Right. I'm not trying to cut you off. I just want to say something to this point. I think the key to winning 55, 60, 65 games is not extended winning streaks, but the avoidance
of losing streaks.
Yeah,
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, every time you lose, you win 3 games. That's a 75% win percentage, right? Or if you lose 2 in a row and then you win 6 in a row, that's a 75% win percentage. You know what I'm saying? And so to get to 60 games, I think you only have to win like 60.
But this is where like human error and streaks and things that come into play because for the most part, the teams that win 60 games, 65 games, they usually have a streak in there where they win 13, 14.
Yeah. At least 2 8-game winning streaks.
Yeah.
That's what the Knicks are gonna have to have. At least 2 8-game winning streaks and at least 4 5-game winning streaks. You got to have those.
But I understand the mentality you're taking where it's like it's almost like a baseball mentality. Just win your 2 out of 3.
Yes.
Win series.
Yep. Win series and you'll win 100 games. That's it. It's as simple as that. Right? If you in theory, if you win 2 out of 3, right? That means you'll finish the season 108 and 54. That's a crazy number.
Right.
108 wins is a crazy number in baseball, right? But if you're the Knicks, and I don't want to do the math because it's late at night, and frankly, I'm just my mind is my autonomy is in a vegetative state, so I don't feel like adding 1+1 right now. Maybe
No
tomorrow.
pressure. No
Right,
pressure, bro.
right. No,
No
don't get it
pressure.
wrong, right? Don't get it
But I
wrong.
mean, 2 out of 3 is basically 55 and 27.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So yeah, so you could see the Knicks winning 2 out of 3, getting to that 55 wins, right? And then if we get hot, you never know, right?
you know.
Like if we get hot out of the gate and just do that, what Dre said, you know,
You coast. I think the season that we did win 50, was it 54 games with Melo?
right?
We started out pretty hot and then we tapered off and then we had a big like 13-game win streak.
J.R. Smith was man.
I know you remember the game against OKC.
J.R. Smith was like Jordan. He was like, y'all remember the lob? J.R. Smith was so hot that Amon Shumpert threw a lob behind J.R. Smith after J.R. Smith jumped. And J.R.
He
Smith
caught it at his
spun around
waist.
in the air and caught the ball and dunked it backwards. And
I remember that.
Amon Shumpert still talks about that dunk to this day. He was like, my man was so hot that he caught a bad lob pass and dunked it. That's how you know somebody is making everything, bro.
Right.
That's how.
And to that point, like naturally, over the course of a season, there'll be lulls here and there,
Right.
and then other parts of the season, you just win. Like great teams, they'll just rattle off 12 wins, 11 wins,
Right.
before you look up. Like for instance, the Bucks last year, they started out so,
Yeah.
then they just took off,
Right.
like winning 21 out of 23 or something like that.
Yeah, it was some weird number, bro.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna say.
yeah. Go ahead, Lee.
I was gonna say. Well, listen. What we need to do is make sure we win the games we're supposed to win. The bottom feeders, we can't lose to the bottom feeders.
Yeah.
We can't lose to the stinking Washingtons. We can't lose to the stinking let me think. I can even think of some right real
I'm gonna
quick.
say a lot of the like whereas the Knicks may have gotten better, I'll say the worst teams in the league are like improving. They're not like teams you're gonna stomp all over. Like you're not gonna run through the Pistons like we did last year.
No.
You're not gonna stomp on over Orlando because they're improving. Now, I'm not saying they're gonna be playoff teams,
No.
but improvement is incremental.
But man, yeah, we always struggle. Man, Orlando?
Oh, the length. It's the length.
What happened?
The length. It's the length that gives us.
Oh,
issues.
okay. I got you. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Them
Yeah,
with them in particular.
Yeah, we always them, the Pelicans, the Raptors.
A bunch of 6'8", 6'9" wings.
Yeah, they just, and I think Brooklyn's gonna do it to us this year too.
Yeah, that's what they've been trying to do. When you look at their roster,
Brooklyn, they are gonna make, if you from like Fort Greene, East New York, Red Hook, any Brooklyn areas, the Brooklyn Nets are gonna make you mad this year, bro. They are so deep at every position. If they trade, Dre, listen, I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna sound bananas, right?
Mhm.
If they trade for Damian Lillard, they might win a championship, bro.
wow. Whoa.
Yeah.
Who are they giving up? Up?
Think about what they have first, right? Before you.
Yeah, I'm saying who are they giving up for him?
I know. Before we talk about what we're taking out of the closet, let's talk about what's in the closet first, right? Did you know Cam Thomas is 44% from the floor, basically 45% from the floor, 38% from three, and 87% from the free throw line in limited minutes? Right?
Yeah.
So they have a Cam Thomas right? They have Spencer Dinwiddie, right? They have Ben Simmons, right? And we don't know what Dinwiddie we're going to
Which
get. We don't,
which
and
Ben,
those are the question mark
yeah.
guys, right? I'm just naming those guys because those are the question marks. You
Dinwiddie
don't know,
wants to get paid though, so he's gonna put forth
right?
his
But you
best
don't
foot.
know what he's going to be at this stage, and you don't know what Cam Thomas will be with now that the only reason why
The
Cam, in my
rotation,
opinion,
yeah. Go ahead, Freezy.
I was going to say the only reason why Cam Thomas is not a star right now is because he was playing behind Hall of Fame guards his entire career. And now that those dudes are gone, now
I'll say this, Freezy, about Cam Thomas. He lost his minutes even when they were gone because I was watching a
yeah,
lot of
because
the
his
Nets
defense
games.
is awful. Yeah,
It's yeah. He lost all his minutes.
yeah, because his defense is
Mhm.
awful. But the thing about him is this: he lost his minutes because that team was made a certain way.
Right.
Now with a full training camp and guys out of the way, like they needed Cam Thomas to play defense because basically he was in a rotation with Kyrie Irving and Patty Mills and Seth Curry. And while Patty Mills is an average defender, Patty Mills is not Marcus Smart, right?
No, not at all.
And so and then when it comes to the wings that they have, people forget that they have Dorian Finney-Smith, Cam Thomas,
Royce O'Neal.
Mikal Bridges. What's the other? The 6'6"
Royce
power forward?
O'Neal.
Royce O'Neal. They have
Mhm.
Royce O'Neal. Man, they drafted Noah Clowney. They got the kid out of Kansas.
Yeah.
They have Lonnie Walker. Man, man, listen, Brooklyn is so deep.
They got DSJ too.
Who's an excellent defender right now. Ironically, he is the defender that Frank was supposed to be, right? But you look at, you know what I'm saying? Ironically, things
he
take
just
time.
needed a reality check. Like,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah,
you're gonna make it in this league. You're gonna have to do this, this, and this.
yeah.
Forget about the offense.
Yeah, things take time, bro. Every players don't cook at the same pace, right? It just took DSJ some time, right? But then if they get anything, if Brooklyn gets anything out of the center position, they may also challenge for 50 wins. Maybe. Now, do you trade some of that? Do you consolidate
yeah,
those?
yeah.
Do
I
you
understand what you're saying.
do you consolidate all those pieces outside of Mikal Bridges and
Cam Johnson
Cam Johnson
and maybe
and
Claxton.
and Claxton and send them to Portland? No, because Portland doesn't want that. Portland don't want all of that. They just want players to make salary match.
And they want picks.
But they want those very, very attractive Brooklyn Nets draft picks. That they
those
got
Sixers picks.
Yeah, that they got from the Sixers, from Phoenix, from Dallas. You know what I'm saying? So they
want the late ones. They want them when those teams are completely.
Yeah.
They
When
want
KD is 38 years old.
They want that pick. Yeah.
All I want to say is, yo, what up, Dre?
What up, Bully?
Freezy? What up, Freezy? What up, Dre? Little brother Dre, and whatnot. Yo, what
Are
up,
you a doctor
my
yet?
man?
Are you a
CO2?
Dr. Dre yet? Or are you still in medical school?
I can't make no beats, brother.
Yeah, okay. So no beats by Dre is what you're
Is he
saying.
the Fat Dre or he's the LA Dre? Which one is it?
He's the Dr. Dennis Dre.
Did you fire Ed Lover? Did you fire Ed
Lover?
That was a good one. Hey, yo, you did the Dr. Dre, you did the Dr. Dre dance. Yo, MTV. Oh man, forget MTV. But I mean, Dr. Dre, salute Ed Lover, man. Nah, but salute to my family, my brothers that's on this TV screen right now, man. You dig? I know what y'all hear. I mean, I know what y'all saying. I know what I'm hearing. I know y'all talking about Dame Lillard and Dame Time.
I still like I gotta say it. Don't get mad at me. And y'all can shoot shots at me. And salute to the whole chat. JJ, everybody there, Li Wise, and whatnot, Wiz, Almighty Finesse, all y'all out there. I still like Brandon Ingram. I'm sorry. I gotta
Yeah.
say it. That boy is a monster. I want him on my squad.
Bully, what does that have to do with the Brooklyn Nets, though?
Thank you.
Nothing.
Yo,
Bully
oh
already
my
got
God.
that custom. Bully already got that custom Ingram jersey on deck.
Bully
Waiting.
was like, yo, I don't care what y'all talk about. Yo, I'm changing the subject.
I'm sorry, bro.
I know,
No, I
right?
won't change the subject. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You good, man?
Nah, man. We just mess around.
I like Brandon Ingram.
Brandon Ingram's a good player though. Brandon Ingram is a very
He's
good player.
excellent. You see him in
Baller.
the USA game? That boy crazy.
The only thing I
Brunson,
don't
whoop.
the only thing I don't like about Brandon Ingram, he misses about 40 games every year.
Yeah.
No matter
Yeah.
what. It could be a toe, could be a hangnail.
He not playing if he hurt, bro. He not playing.
His brain too tight.
Could be a migraine from the braids.
Nah, he not.
You crazy.
You can call him sick day Ingram, bro. He gonna
Sick
use
day
all
Ingram.
he gonna use his sick days, bro. He not the dude that's gonna be like HR ain't gonna be HR ain't gonna email him in November and tell him he got to use some sick days, bro, or some PTO. Brandon Ingram is gonna use his PTO / sick days, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But
when you find out where he at when he hurt, he in the Bahamas or something. Where he hurt.
His tummy hurt.
Yeah.
But when he's on the court,
I love y'all,
when he's on the court,
Word.
that's a whole nother subject. When he on the court,
he on the court, he a baller, bro.
Yeah, monster.
He's a baller, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a baller. And when Brandon Ingram see me, he gonna be mad that I call him Sick Day Ingram. Well, Uncle Freezie,
you gonna wrap him up, kid. You gonna wrap him up. You gonna wrap that boy up, boy.
Yeah, man.
Yo, Freezie a big dude, man. Ingram, I mean, I know he put some muscle on and everything. You know what I'm saying? But you go.
Me and him about the same. About the.
But look at your mask.
He like 6'8".
Your mask.
Yeah.
Look at your mask, you know.
Yeah.
Word.
If you punch him, you punch him through him.
Yo, Lee, as a matter of fact, just as a side, not changing the subject, man, but I did about 60 push-ups today on this bad leg. So I'm getting it.
For that.
Yeah, I'm getting there, man.
Up.
We getting back in the lab.
How you doing on that diet? It's that diet first.
Yeah, so we getting there. 60 push-ups, 60 push-ups, straight back to back, no break, bro. That's a man.
That's an accomplishment, bro.
Yeah, bro. So, but yeah, man. The Brooklyn Nets, though. The Brooklyn Nets, Dre. To your point, what do you give up for Dame Lillard, and why Brooklyn? I think Brooklyn should get in the sweepstakes for Dame Lillard. Is because they have everything that Portland wants, as opposed to every other team that will get into the Dame sweepstakes. Right? They have the young talent, bro. Right, they have the big contract, the big throwaway contract, and Ben Simmons. They could just throw Ben Simmons in there just to make the money match, and Portland and just put him on the bench. And then Portland got young stars already that they ready to have. They could take Ben Simmons.
They're gonna do old boy dirty.
The only thing they might have the reservations because they already snake bit from stars. That's the only thing. They might be still snake bit.
Yeah.
And to be absolutely honest, that Dame contract might age absolutely terribly.
Yeah, but so would the Ben Simmons contract, though, right?
But not only that, but Dame stay hurt too now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we gotta take into account he's smaller guard. What, 6'2"?
Yeah.
What is he? 34 already?
Yeah, I think
something like that.
But 34 is not like 34 in the 90s.
Yeah, it's not like 34 in 05 either.
Yeah. It's not like when
guys taking care of their bodies.
34.
Yeah.
When Vince Carter turned 34, he stopped dunking. He was just a 3-point shooter. Y'all remember 3-point shooting, Vince?
Vince said it wasn't getting up, it was landing. That was the issue.
Yeah, coming down. Yeah,
coming down. Yeah, word.
yeah.
Word.
Yeah, and I understand.
Don't-
I understand what
don't-
he's saying
don't
too.
respond the same.
Breaking news too. By the way, breaking news. Did y'all see the Lonzo Ball video to Stephen A. Smith?
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I seen that when he was in the chair standing up and all that.
Yeah.
Stephen A.
He
ain't
looked
wanna
like he
admit
hurt
that he was
though.
wrong.
To me, he looked like he hurt, man.
He's still hurt, but Stephen A. went. That was way over the top. Talking about that
Stephen A.
man
Smith,
can't get up out of a chair.
handbone. As Corey Lou would say, handbone.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he's not right, because if you already preemptively saying you're not playing,
Yeah.
What's that? That's he has what? That's basically putting 16 months out from. Like, I'm not gonna be back for 16 months.
Right, he's saying he's missing the whole season, man.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna. But things happen, and things happen, right? But at his age, I'm not putting him. I'm not.
How old is he, like 27, 28, somewhere in there?
I think 24. I say 24.
Him and Brandon Ingram the same age? 26?
About 25.
Damn,
All
he's
right.
25.
All
Well,
right,
he turns 20.
I'll give it 25.
He turns 26 this year.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
but I mean, come on.
There's still
So
time
if you're
for him.
missing the whole season, I mean, like, you got to think about the reality of everything. If you're missing the whole season for if you that age of 25, 26 or whatever, it's not you're not gonna get right. You're not gonna get right until you're 28, 29, and then you might be on a downcline. You might be on the, you might be falling from there.
Or he might come
Sorry,
back
Jay.
or he might come back as Sean Livingston.
I was just gonna say, like, he's taking the exact Sean Livingston, career arc where Sean came into the league as like this athletic, lanky, pass first point guard that couldn't really shoot like that.
That was
LaMelo, a LaMelo, but a dunker.
That was deep. That was deep. That was deep right there.
Well, not exactly LaMelo, but could pass.
Yeah,
right.
He had more quick twitch.
Yeah. Oh God, bro, that dude, bro.
He was like a wispy athletic, like,
like one of them light skinned cats, man.
Yeah. You remember he had the cornrows.
Yeah, he was supposed to be Penny Point 2.0.
Yeah, Point 2.0. Yeah, Penny.
Better than Penny Hardaway, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. But then again, though, I think everybody's gonna be better than Penny, bro. I don't know why I do that, bro. Like when Dre and I first
that was
met,
funny.
But before the draft, like before the 2023 draft, I think Dre and I met in 2021, and I was like, "Yo, Dre, this dude, Amen Thompson, bro, he might be better than Penny Hardaway." You know what I'm saying? So ever since you know me, bro.
but that's the thing, like, that Penny Hardaway archetype is the white whale. Like, because when you get one of those 6'7" point guards that can see over the defense, fluid athlete, just floats everywhere he goes on the court,
and you can't stop him, bro. You just everybody that guard him look mortal. You ever noticed that?
Because I was watching old clips of Penny Hardaway, and he was doing Pippen dirty.
Oh, jeez.
And he didn't even figure out how to play at that level yet. He was just freestyle.
Natural talent,
bro.
That's natural talent.
Like, MJ nor Pippen could have guarded him.
No. Bro. Now you talking about the big muscle guards like Pippen and Jordan, bro. Back then they couldn't touch Hardaway, bro. You know, I'm talking about the guards because think about it. In theory, Reggie Miller and Penny Hardaway were the same size, right?
Yeah.
6'7", 195, right? Right. But you see the difference between those, the fluidity of those two players.
Penny was going left, right,
up
over, downhill,
in between, down the middle, crossing over. And man, listen, I think there's a dude in this draft that's going to be the next Grant Hill, and ironically, Detroit drafted him. I think for that specific reason.
I think Gasar's going to be
Grant Hill, bro. Bro. I'm not, and listen, I'm
Well,
not.
I was gonna dispute it, but Grant Hill came out as an upperclassman, and then he already had the grown man. Well, he already put in like the weight, the time in the gym.
Right.
Asar can put on about 10, 15 more pounds, just muscle,
Okay.
And then
and be athletic.
and
Still,
be athletic, right? And the thing that Grant Hill got that people sleep on is Grant Hill got an entire season to play point guard at Duke with Jeff Capel. Jeff Capel, Trajan Langdon, Chris Collins. So Grant Hill, as a 6'8" player, got the total opportunity.
came in as a point forward.
Yeah. And that was a thing back then when Grant Hill was the point. And now, mind you, that Grant Hill team lost to another great Hall of Fame point guard in the NCAA tournament named Jason Kidd.
Jason Kidd. Yep.
But at the same time, the only reason why that team made it that far is because Grant Hill dragged that team, right? Because if you think about the names that I'm mentioning, Cherokee Parks, Antonio Lang, Chris Collins, Trajan Langdon.
Oh man, Trajan Langdon. Oh my God.
Grant Hill dragged that team. Jeff Capel, he's a head coach of the university.
Capel.
Yeah, he the head coach at the University of Pittsburgh right now, right? But, Wojo.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's funny. Like people were comparing LeBron to like these guys that did, like, or Magic or whatever. Like, oh, LeBron's a big point forward. Like LeBron is realized potential of what Grant Hill could have been.
Yes.
Or should have been.
Yeah.
Fellas, can I ask y'all a question? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Freeze. I'm sorry, bro.
No, go ahead, boss.
No, I want to ask this hypothetical, real hypothetical, very, very, very hypothetical question. I remember back in the day when the Knicks was trying to trade for Reggie Miller. I'm gonna speak my sentiments on this real quick. Do you think that he would have gave us a chip, or do you think that we'd have just been born that boy left to right, front to back, east to west, worldwide, wherever? Like, do you would have thought that he was a good fit for this team? Reggie Miller from the Indiana Pacers.
What you think?
His sister better than him. Cheryl Miller better than him. But I said it.
I mean, but Cheryl Miller is one of the greatest basketball players ever.
She's so beautiful with her pretty eyes and mouth and whatnot. You know what I mean?
So what you think?
I'm not dissing.
I didn't think this guy. But
Dre.
I mean, look, he would have helped. I mean, he would have helped us. I mean,
when was this though?
All I'm saying,
what year was this?
That's a ring. This is 1990,
97, 98.
Right. After Biggie passed away. Yep. Exactly. Mm-hmm.
I didn't know about this.
Do you think that he could have won us a chip? Do you think that he could have won?
Lee was answering you.
I was saying that it's possible he could have been a piece to help. I mean, because he would have provided outside shooting, which would have alleviated a lot of stress off the Ewing. When he got touches. I mean, we would not have to rely on cats like John. Was John Stark still on the team? I think he was.
Yeah.
Or
he was.
Yeah. So we're not. Yeah, and then we wouldn't have never went through that Allen Houston situation. You know what I'm saying? Where Allen Houston, God bless him, he was good for the short period of time we had him, but now hindsight's 2020. If we'd have made that move, then maybe we wouldn't have to deal with the injury situation of Houston. So anything's possible, but that's the past, and we can't go back and change it. So, oh well.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm just saying that, like, hypothetically, like I said, if he was to come here, and would he help our team?
I think what probably would have helped us, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Golden State was shopping 2 point guards, right? they had a starter. Oh, I'm sorry, not a starter, but they had 2 point guards off their bench. 1 point guard was a dude named Vonteego Cummings, right? All he needed was a chance. And Vonteego Cummings' backup was a dude named Gilbert Arenas, right?
Gilbert Arenas.
And
Right.
and what I'm saying to you is the Knicks could have transitioned
Agent
from the
Zero.
Pat era if they would have traded for one of them point guards. Now, unfortunately, Knicks fans, they always, you know what I'm saying, we got to drink off the top shelf, right? It's that we can't drink in the middle shelves, right? Yeah, look, like for instance, if Golden
We
State
gotta be Louis 13, but
if,
no.
if Golden State says you can have anybody off of our roster right now for Emmanuel Quickly, but the only person you can't have is Steph Curry. Knicks fans would be like, "Nah, we ain't doing it.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't doing it." And they'd be like, "But you can have Wiggins, Moses Moody, Jonathan Kuminga. You can have Draymond. Nah, we ain't doing that for no Quickly."
Mm-hmm.
And Quickly coming off our bench. That's just how we've always been, bro.
Yeah.
Like you remember when the
agree.
Knicks could have traded for Norm Nixon? His Norm Nixon wife is legit 6 blocks away from the Garden shooting this TV show called Fame. Right?
Fame. I want to live forever.
So we got and it's a natural fit. They're like, nah, we don't want a 3-time All-Star. You know what I'm saying? That won a championship. That's a captain and a leader. We're just gonna draft Darryl Walker out of the draft. And they like, Darryl Walker, why don't y'all take Clyde Drexler? Oh, we don't want no run jump athletes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because what if his shot not falling? Can he score if he don't have a jumper? That's the Knicks thinking right there. So ultimately,
no, because we were trying. No, the issue was we were trying to find the next Clyde Frazier, and we thought we had it in Darryl Walker, and Darryl Walker just turned out to be nothing but a journeyman backup point guard.
He was Frank.
Agree.
Basically.
Yeah.
That's why every time I see number 11 at point guard, I just about to throw up, bro. Jalen Brunson saved the day, bro. If it wasn't for Jalen Brunson, bro, every time I see 11 at point guard, I legit be about to vomit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Little Guardia High School, man. Fame.
Man. But
Debbie Allen.
I think Freezie. I think guys that wear the number 1 for the Knicks usually don't pan out.
Oh my God. I just think dudes with the Knicks that wear numbers, period, just don't pan out. We need Dre. We need retire numbers. We just stop using numbers and just put
just put symbols. The artist formerly known as the Knicks. Just put symbols. The organization formerly known as the Knicks.
Yeah, we gonna put symbols and emojis on people's back, bro.
You can put Larry Johnson up there. Oh man, Latrell Sprewell.
Bro, you notice those dudes
crying emoji for the layup.
Yes.
Ooh, Dre. Good one. Good one, Dre.
Yeah, man. But
what was my man's name? What was his name? I'm sorry, Freeze. What was his name that tried to do? He went up 3 times against the Bulls. Kurt Thomas, not Kurt Thomas. Charles Smith.
Player,
all he had to do was turn his wrist around and dunk it.
I mean, all he had to do was call a foul because he was getting mauled.
He got mugged. He got mugged.
mauled.
But he had a giant. What number he wore like a Giants linebacker.
54.
Yeah, 54. Yep, 54.
Anyway, that's just cool, man.
Yo, Freezie crazy. I just caught what you just said.
Man, I'm not feeding into that with him today. I'm not doing that with him.
What are you talking about, man? I'm not knocking the football Giants team. What I'm saying is the dude wore like a weird basketball number, bro. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, he was whack. I mean, a whack number, but it is what it is.
Yeah, that's a
middle linebacker number.
Yeah, he out here like.
As much as I love Uncle
Freezie,
he be trying to trash our Giants, man. Y'all better watch out, man. He be trying to trash. I was talking to Uncle Freezie yesterday, and he said, "Your Giants is whack." And then he hung up on me. Look, he keyed before he hung up on me. Your Giants is whack. Click.
This is this is
But I'm
this
gonna
is
leave that
why
alone.
this is why I
It's
know
going crazy.
James Dolan got too much love for guys because ain't no way a Charles Smith type individual would be part of a team's alumni, but us.
Right. Right.
You
They be
serious?
inviting
Yeah.
they be inviting Charles Smith to all the cookouts, all the
All
events.
the cookouts, right?
And you
You
know who they
welcome.
don't
Man,
invite? And you know who they don't invite, which is strange?
Ooh.
They don't invite Bob McAdoo.
Hmm.
He was one of the great
Ooh.
all-time centers for the Knicks.
but you
Word.
know why, right?
And I think part of it is
Because he's all time for another team, Atlanta or something.
no. He played
Is
for
he?
Buffalo.
Oh,
yeah, he played for the Buffalo Braves. And I can't remember who Buffalo
Buffalo
Braves are
Braves.
right. Are they the Clippers now?
No, they are the
I
Atlanta
believe
Hawks.
yes. No,
yeah.
no, they
Atlanta
are the
Hawks.
Clippers.
No, the
Atlanta
St.
Hawks.
Louis Hawks are the Atlanta Hawks now.
I see.
Atlanta Hawks. The Buffalo, yeah, the Buffalo Braves are the LA
They're the
Clippers now.
Clippers now.
Yeah. I thought
Yeah,
so.
yeah, you're right. They are the Clippers. You
I
you
thought
right. You
so.
right.
Shout out to
Mm-hmm.
Nate Tiny Archibald.
Yeah, man.
Nate Archibald, salute.
Yeah, man. But the thing I was gonna say though, getting back to beginning back to our division, is the
Mm-hmm.
Celtics we know are gonna be good because they're always good. And for those of those Knicks fans that feel like they can crack the secret formula of the Boston Celtics, you don't know what you're talking about. Because ain't no way, there's no way you telling me the Celtics right now with Derek White and Malcolm Brogdon are going to be a backcourt to contend with. The argument for them is that, man, but Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum, nah, bro, those are two top 20 players, right? They are. Nobody disputes that, right? But a team is
Who?
made up of 15 individuals. And to say that they are going to be better than the Knicks just because they have Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum, to me, is just like coattail riding. It's just like
Thank
saying
you.
the Clippers are going to win their division because they have Paul George and Kawhi, right? Or the Lakers are going to win a division because they have Anthony Davis and LeBron James,
You
right?
know, because those are, I agree with you, Freezy, because those are people who look at the paper. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But look, on paper, they look like they this and that. Man, all that paper, what they look like on paper and the names on them cheeks don't mean squat until you get in
Lee, I'm telling you,
between
not
them
only are
lines.
we going to win the division, we might win the division by 5 games.
Yo, I'm with you on that. But you know what I'm saying? But you know, you got other content creators out here who swear up and down by the simple fact that the Celtics are so much better because they made certain plays. They made certain moves and got certain players. Now I'm here to disagree because of the simple fact that no, they lost two solid players that really contribute and gave a lot to him. Marcus Smart, that's no slouch. You know what I'm saying? Not to say he put up 20, 40, 50 points, but what he brought to the team was leadership and a lot of other intangibles, which they're going to need in order to succeed and get out of the first, second, and third round.
Okay.
And as well as the other dude, the 6'6" guy who they who's just like a Swiss Army knife for him. What's that light skinned ball headed dude name? Oh man, they lost the shot threes. Little swole dude. Second round cat that they got, but he made the team and he was a great rotational piece. Now
Grant
you bring in
Williams.
this Grant Williams. Thank you. I
Yeah, he played
appreciate
for
that.
Dallas. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Now, what I'm saying, you get KP, but yeah, you see all the talent. Yeah, KP can stretch the floors. Yeah, KP can block shots. But how many games is KP gonna play? You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna say a wistfully wind won't come
Yeah.
in to the Boston Garden and he blow him over, and next you know he twists his ankle and the knee, and then he's down for the whole season.
Well, my question to you is who are the contenders in our division? I'm going to name the teams in our division, and you tell me who the contenders are. Right? Brooklyn,
Okay.
Toronto, Philadelphia, Boston, New York. Which one of those teams do you think is the top boss in that division? Now, if you say Boston, it'll be solely based on their reputation and not who they are. Because if I
Mm.
ask most Knicks fans who the Boston Celtics head coach is, they'll be like Joe Montana. Joe Montana is their head coach, right?
Now,
I'm not gonna ask Dre because Dre is cheating because Dre know everything. That's why we call him
no,
the
no,
I
no,
know
he over there.
basketball
He
He
right
know
man.
there.
everything about
He on his
basketball.
Palm Pilot right now looking for the answer. But I'm gonna
Paul
say,
Pilot.
KBM.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
but
man.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this.
He said Paul Pilot.
Yeah, man.
I'm on the sidekick too.
Yeah,
Lee.
hey Lee, I ain't used one of them things since yesterday.
But anyway, right?
Right, right.
But
Sunday with everything,
anyway,
man.
right?
I
But
know
anyway,
basketball,
right?
man.
Let me tell you something. I honestly believe that we have the team to actually take the division.
We are
Now
the
we're gonna
team.
go.
Why are we playing around?
Hold on a second. Let me answer the question. Okay. What I'm trying to say is, now if you're gonna go by past resume, of course you got the Phillies and the stinking we got the Phillies and the stinking Celtics. But I honestly feel like we can beat them all and win the division. I honestly believe that this is our time. You know what I'm saying? And the simple fact of what also too in our division is thinking Toronto, but the fact that Toronto even did what they did tells me that we got a lot more to offer, to this league and to this division than what
Right.
people and that our own fan base doesn't realize. When somebody comes in here to hire somebody from us and get in before they hire him all the way, what I'm saying? They got him downloading all this information about us and how we do our thing. And what you said last night was the fact that, what I'm saying, they waited to the last second to, what I'm saying, to call up, to announce their head coach and put their coaching staff together. That was crazy. That was
Right.
all, what's the word I'm thinking of? That was premeditated.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
And Lee, ultimately what I'm getting at and say just to answer the question, Philly is going through a transition, right? Because
Facts. They
James
falling off.
Harden and Joel Embiid are being a distraction in late August. That's going to bleed
Mm-hmm.
into the season, right?
Hmm.
Right. They have a new head coach, right? They lost key players, right? They have money tied up in a dude that is a Evan Fournier type contract for them, right?
Mm,
And then you look at Toronto. They're looking to rebuild because once the Dame Lillard thing goes through, Pascal Siakam is next,
it's definitely going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
right? Because OG Anunoby is a starter and Scotty Barnes is a starter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then also when you look at Brooklyn, you don't know who Brooklyn is going to be. They don't know who they're going to be, right? They
Mm-hmm.
don't know who they're going to be, right? And so that leaves your New York Knicks and the Boston Celtics. And if
We're
you're
the only established team. We're the only established team with chemistry.
Lee, I can speak for myself. I got it, big dog.
I was just
Lee trying to steal my point. Lee trying to say,
no, I'm not trying to steal your point, but I'm just saying that was part of what my point was. But you got it. Go ahead, big dog. This is your show. Let me just ride the coach.
roo, roo, roo.
All right.
now, now, the point that I was gonna make is all the teams in the division are going through uncertainty. The only team coming back with stability is the Knicks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what happens is, and like Lee said,
Mm,
but the point before this one, he was like, if you basically if you listen to the crowd, right? The crowd talks about all the icing on the cake, but they don't talk about the cake. The crowd is talking about all the gravy on the potatoes, but they're not talking about the potatoes.
drop it
The
down.
crowd is talking about the A1, but they're not talking about the steak. You know what I'm saying? The crowd is talking about the cover, but they're not talking about what's inside the book. And the reason why they do that is because all those things distracts you from what's really underneath, right?
Okay.
What's
Right.
really happening is the Knicks are a very, very, very good team that lost to a very, very, very good team in the playoffs, right?
Miami.
Right. The team that we lost to lost in the NBA Finals. And I'm here to tell you that if they lost in the NBA Finals, if we beat them, I think we probably would have lost in the NBA Finals as well.
Good
Right.
point.
Right. And
Good point.
all I'm saying is Knicks fans, sometimes we gotta stop sleeping on top of the covers. Like Bully, you ever went to your cousin's house and he in the room sleep, he just taking a nap or something, and he in there with his work boots on, laid across the bed on top of the covers. And you like, man, get your ass up.
Get
you
your
like,
ass up. Yeah.
you
Go
know
and
what I'm
get,
saying?
boy.
You in
Get
here,
out
you
of
in here
here.
sleep with bro gains on.
Yeah,
Man,
man.
if you don't get up,
Yeah,
Lee, you know what I'm
man.
talking
Not
about?
man. Yeah, man. Get on
Exactly.
get.
You know how you be so tired you just collapse on the bed. You
I
know what I'm saying?
know.
Exactly.
I
And
know the feeling.
your
I know
girl
the
wake you
feeling.
up. Now she gotta wash the covers because you in the
Yeah.
bed,
Exactly.
I know my
you on
baby.
top of the covers, smell like 5 minutes of funk. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
No,
And it's
Houdini.
dusty as
Yeah,
hell.
you know what I'm saying? Yo,
And I'm
that
talking,
Knicks
you got
fans.
work dust. You got work dust off.
Yo, rest in peace, ecstasy, man.
Ecstasy,
5 minutes of
yeah.
funk.
Houdini.
Oh man, rest in peace,
He
ecstasy.
not from
Rest in
Corona,
peace,
he from Brooklyn.
UTFO, educated rapper. Oh man,
Yeah,
word. I'm
yeah. He
sorry,
not from
bro.
Corona, he from Brooklyn, man. He from Brooklyn.
Yeah, he from Brooklyn. He from Brooklyn,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. So Dre, so what I'm saying is, and I know I'm a little bit chatty and long-winded with it, right? But Corey
It's
Lee
all
was like
good.
helping me nudge the point forward. What I'm trying to do is nudge the point forward on a lot of things. Like when I said big 60, bro, I meant big 60, and I meant
Oh
that in that
snap,
moment,
King and Kid.
right? But if the
But
Knicks,
new information changes what you think.
yeah, you have to apply new information all the time. And so if the Knicks get distracted from this Raptors thing, like for instance, if this thing becomes a huge story, then it's gonna be a distraction,
Mm-hmm.
right? But if it's just whispers in the wind, if we hear footsteps in the dark, you know what I'm saying about this,
Ooh, the
then
Osby brothers.
then it may not be a distraction. DSJ, that one was for you, DSJ.
DSJ, Osley Brothers, Footsteps in the Dark, man.
Oh, Bully, you
Mm.
caught it. Bully
Say the
caught it.
joint
Okay, I
thing.
Yeah, I
got
caught
you.
it. Of course, I caught it,
Yeah,
man.
I
Come
caught
on,
that. Yeah, I
man. I'm
caught
from
it
there.
too.
I'm from
Okay,
there.
okay. All right.
Hmm.
My
I'm
bad.
from
Check me
there.
out. I
Mess with
don't think
me,
it's gonna
bro. I
be.
know my music. I know my music, man. I know my history, man. Mess with me.
Right,
Hmm.
right. And so
Uh,
so Lee, the reason why I wanted to just finish expressing that point because I had a thought already built up. I was trying to lead it to that thing. You know what
okay,
I'm
bro.
saying?
Go ahead.
That's why I was saying I got it out of the way now. But what I'm
Mhm.
saying is I want to kind of build it to a crescendo instead of you ever
I got you.
you ever been to your grandma's house and she got mad at you because you left the clothes out on the line all night? Yeah,
Mhm.
anybody in here know about the clothesline? Anybody
Mhm.
that ever lived in the South, like know your
I
grandma
know about it, boy.
washed like 3 loads of clothes.
I know about it.
Yeah, and she's
Shoot.
like, you better not leave them clothes out there all
And
night.
get your tail whipped.
Yes. That's what Lee. That's what I was trying to. That's what I was trying to do, trying to
Mhm.
avoid it.
Mhm. But like you. Let me expound on one thing that you said. I don't think that this is gonna be such a distraction where it's gonna affect us because we're the victim in this. I don't think they're gonna come after us like we're the problem. I think that it's going to be more of a distraction for Toronto because they got to
Mm-hmm.
explain themselves. Because you
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like seriously, you know what I'm
They got
saying? This
some
is what we
explaining to
doing.
do.
This is how we do. But listening to you again last night, I honestly feel like this should be like Nick fans should be really looking at this like we doing something. If somebody gotta come steal somebody from your front office or whatever the case this dude's job was, um, and then try to take then steal the information from which we doing our thing with. Then that means like, whoa, what the heck are we doing? We must be really doing something good.
Okay.
You know,
I agree.
that's just my opinion.
So so what I gather from what you're saying is it's going to be one of two songs, right? So I like to use music to kind of
I can bridge the
understand
gap.
stuff, right? Yeah, like bridge the gap. Yeah. That's an
Mm-hmm.
excellent way of
Mm-hmm.
putting it too, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But so it's either the Knicks are gonna be like um Big Papa. You know what I'm saying? Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, you know what I'm saying? Or what's the one where Biggie was in the club with the girl that was standing up in the bathroom peeing?
Man, that was a transformer.
I'm talking about the song. I'm talking about the song, bro. The song, man.
Give
Wow.
me one more
We
chance.
you can't talk
One more
about
chance.
transmissions on here, bully.
No,
Okay,
that's not.
no.
I'm talking about the song. The song.
All right, so can I give you the
When he was like
backstory
a
behind that?
T-bone steak, cheese,
No,
eggs,
man,
and
let's
which
stay
is
on
great.
topic.
Conversate for a few, but in a
Can I
few,
give you
we gonna do what we came to do.
we
Ain't
got
that
to
right?
do
True.
true?
True.
Yeah, that's the song I'm talking about.
Can I
What's the
give you
name
the
of it? Is that Big
backstory? Can I
Papa?
one
I
more
love it
chance?
when you
No,
call me
one more
Big
chance.
Papa.
One more chance. One more
Yeah.
chance. One more
No,
chance.
No.
no. One more chance is um I'm no longer a client. I'm the player president.
Yeah.
That's the song. That's the song.
Nah,
But
man.
no, you getting two songs
It's
mixed up,
Big
bro.
Papa.
Big Papa.
All
That's
right,
I
Big
think
Papa. All right, Big Papa. Big
okay.
Papa. But I mean,
You said we can
okay.
run that bar to bar around too.
Yeah, I'm joking, which is great. Yeah,
That's
and
Big
all that.
Papa.
The T-bone steak, cheese, eggs, and which
Yeah,
is great. Yeah,
That's Big Papa.
right.
yeah.
But it was a remix to the song. If everybody did remember, so let me give you a little hip hop story behind that. It was. Give me one more chance. Stop, core. It was one more chance. I hear you back there, boy. Yeah, I hear you.
Oh no.
It was one more chance. It was one more chance, and it was another song with Big Papa. Anyway, who the girl that was in the video was a transform. Anyway, I'm not gonna do this on the channel. We
No,
talk
I
behind the
don't care
scenes.
about. I just want the name of the song. I mean, yo, people
That's
can
what
be
we trying to
whoever.
get to the point to.
Yeah, people can be whoever they want to be. I don't even. Yo, be
Facts, but she died. I mean, she died. She blotitious. It was the same girl. I mean, dude,
yeah.
girl, she, because she
Well,
played around and
you
didn't do it.
ridiculous.
Oh my god!
uh,
Yeah,
All right, I
not
talk behind the scenes.
yeah.
I
not
know for a
to
fact. I know for a fact it wasn't
not
that
to
because I used to
detract
run with them
too
cats.
much, Freezy.
Okay, so probably got caught with that guy, girl.
What I don't. But the point was, I was just trying to say with the point what Corey was saying. I think about it in two different things. Either it's going to be the smooth transition, like Big Papa, or we're going to be crying some old crazy disco song. I know y'all hate this song, right? But it's a song called "Return of the Mac," where a
Return on the
English
Mac.
dude is
Return on
crying.
the Mac.
Yeah, a dude crying about how his girl left. Now he gonna get back out there and be a player again because his feelings was hurt, all simpy and salty. And listen, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. If I see a grown man dancing to Return of the Mac, man, I gotta come to you and pull you off the dance floor. I just can't. I just can't. Corey Lee, I bet I never see you leave. You my man, bro. I love you, bro. I'll give you my kidney, bro.
Bro,
Right, right,
bro, I
right.
would never.
But if I
That's
see
one
you
thing you ain't
dancing
gonna never see. Like,
to
never, never worry about what
Can I give you a real Big Papa song? Can I give you a real Big Papa song? A real Big Papa song is James Brown from the movie Black Caesar. Big Papa. Dun, 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 dun. When Black Caesar was getting in trouble back in the '70s, and he was the king of Harlem in Manhattan. James Brown made the song Big Papa. Look it up, y'all.
okay,
If you want to say a real Big Papa song, Big Papa by James Brown.
okay.
I know my music, man. I know my
No.
history.
You don't know more music than Corey Lee. Oh,
I'm not.
so
I want to.
possibly.
If anything,
It's possible.
I want to be taught about other music that I haven't learned and
right. Me
everything.
too. Me too.
You
Me
know what
too.
I mean? But Big
Right.
Papa by James Brown was a great song for across 110th Street,
Yeah.
Black Caesar,
Who sung
um,
across 110th Street?
that was Donnie or Warmack. Donnie
No, it
Warmack.
wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Bobby.
Bobby
All
was
right, Bobby Warmack. I'm sorry, Bobby
across
Warmack. His brother
110th Street.
across 110th Street.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, I mean,
but the
they was in
reason
the
why
Warmack family.
but the reason why I brought it up is because I think we're going to be on one side or the other. I don't think there's a middle ground. Like based off
Mhm.
of what Corey Lee point was, Like my
Mm-hmm.
thing is
I agree.
understanding what Corey Lee said, right? Either we are gonna be the victim, and I'm thinking like either so Corey Lee may be thinking that we're gonna be Return of the Mac. Return of the Mac. And he's like, yes, he did. Yes, he did. Like a dude got his feelings hurt. Now he trying to go mess with every girl in the world. Now it's the Return of the Mac, right? But I'm thinking like maybe, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna step out of this thing high stepping. Like Biggie
Ooh,
in the Big Papa video.
got you.
So that's what I'm saying. I think
Got
it's
you.
gonna be kind of one or the other. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's a middle ground because what Toronto did was egregious. So if Toronto did an egregious act for us, to us, and then we come out and then shake their hand, it makes the Knicks look soft.
Facts.
That ain't gonna happen.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I'm saying. Like it may be one or the other. I think the benefit to it would be Toronto gets a severe discipline from the NBA front office, and then
The tempering,
and then our team gets reparations for the damages done to us by them doing what they did.
Now you see, I'm holding up my hand, bro.
Yeah, man.
You know where I'm going with it. I'm going with nice and smooth, and I'm not nice and smooth. I'm going with smooth the gambler, broken language.
Smooth the
If
Hustler.
you know smooth the hustler,
Yeah,
and trigger the gambler,
yeah.
broken language. And if you know that song, and if y'all don't know that song, y'all better listen to that song because that's how the Knicks is coming. Yeah, put it up on your phone, Freezie. That look in your phone. Broken language.
Oh, Otani got a torn UCL, bro.
I was about to try to tell you, but y'all were having a
Bye.
conversation.
Because the Yankees is about to get him. They was about to get him.
Yankees ain't got no money for him, man.
They still paying.
Crazy. The Knicks got
We
long
got to
money.
get rid of what's the name? We got to get rid
no,
of
they
Santos.
don't.
We was gonna
Is
get
an
him.
albatross, bro.
Oh, man.
I'm not saying that
Ray.
the Yankees don't have money. It's their
They're
contract is
the reason why I'm not saying they don't have money. They're not operating like George Steinbrenner was there. They're operating in a
Well,
different
we
manner.
know that man dead, and his son is,
I
and his
know,
daughter's
but his
already-
dad, his son is much more of a cheapskate.
how he
Yeah, how?
He would never
how
give
Steinbrenner?
Otani a $500 million whatever
I
on top
would.
of.
Shoot.
I'm saying you
I mean,
would, but
shut-
he
shut-
wouldn't.
shut-
Or
shut.
you got to remember, like the Yankees are ran by shareholders. It ain't really owned by one person.
yeah.
Facts. I agree with you. I agree.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's not like
I
the
agree.
Giants, bro. Where you can
Good
just
point. Good point, Dre.
yeah.
Hey, why you got you heard what
Lee,
he just
stop
said?
doing that, bro. Lee, you got to cut that out, Lee. Lee so bad he ain't even got an avatar up. Hey, bully. Lee so bad he ain't even got an avatar.
I can't talk too much. One of my wide receivers decided to retire. So
Who? Denzel Mims?
I wish.
I'm asking.
Corey Davis.
Oh,
Corey Davis. That's right. Corey Davis gone.
Yeah.
Peace, son.
Eh.
Yeah, man. Hey,
Lee, you got the Jazz green on, man. Where your blue at?
Man, this is like my butt green. I get out hustling this shirt, man. You serious?
Okay. I ain't nothing, man.
And I like green. I like green because I like money.
I like green too.
Yeah,
You
man.
know.
Hey, so I got some good news for you, too, Bully, man. I'll be headed up to New York a lot, headed to the city.
When?
I applied to the city. I can't say yet. I applied to the city. I gotta wait for the New York State Blase Blah Commission to send me my stuff, my approval. I applied for it today, so I'll be able to operate in New York State. So
congrats.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Congratulations, big dog. Yeah.
And for those following the channel, yes, I will be running Uncle Freezie commercials during Blorange Tears.
Hey, man, look here,
Better call Freezie.
If Cameron can run
I need my
Miller
money and I need it
commercials.
now.
Hold on a second, buddy. If Cameron can run male enhancement commercials during it is what it is, why can't Freezy do what he do?
Can I say one thing about that? And
Yeah.
a shameless, yo, it's good. It is good.
You
It
buying
is
pig
good.
horsepower?
Man, I'm 50
Um,
years old, man. I need a little help. I ain't scared to say it, man. I ain't scared. I ain't scared. I need a
man.
little help, man. Yeah, I need a little help, man. A little something, something. I ain't scared. I'm a
I'm not.
grown dude, man. I ain't
I'm not
scared to
knocking
say
it.
it.
I'm not. I'm laughing more so
Yeah.
because of the
Hey,
commercials that are funny. Not.
and it's
Not
a
anything
blessing. It's a
else.
blessing to get to
Thank you,
50, man.
Cameron. Thank
Yeah,
you,
it's
Thank
a
you.
Cameron.
Thank
it's a
you.
Thank
blessing.
you, Pink
You right.
Horse.
You right.
Thank you.
Yeah, because yeah, and I'm not trying to change it
I
or
said it.
get down, but I had a little brother that didn't make it to 50. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm,
Right,
you know, so
man.
true.
Shit happens, man.
When
Me
I hear
too.
Bully say make
Me
it to 50, you know what I'm saying? Bully be making my day all the time. I love
Thank you.
having Bully around, bro. You know what I'm
Jay,
saying?
I mean,
too.
Dre, you gonna get up there one day, boy. You gonna
I'm
get up
looking
there.
for.
You
Pause.
I'm
half
looking
now.
for it.
Pause. He
I
said you
can't
gonna get
Whoa. Whoa. Pause. As
No,
we
no, I'm
speak of
saying you gonna get.
Cameron. Pause.
No, no, no. What I'm saying is, good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. I
oh,
deserve that
oh.
one.
Oh
So you
God,
gonna get up.
funny
You gonna
right
get
to
to a
me
certain
funny.
age. You gonna get to a certain age when you gonna say,
I'm
you know
looking
what?
forward to it, man. I'm looking
Yeah.
And I
forward
know
to
you are, and we all are. I'm trying to live to 100 and then some. And
it.
then when I can't wipe my own tail, take me in the backyard and say, yo, Uncle Bully or Uncle Boulevard, come on, let's go out here and go look at this tree. You a little older now, and
He gonna
you
put.
know what?
He gonna want somebody to put you down.
You know, once we get 90, bro, once you get about 90,
If I can't wipe my tail no more, yeah, take me to the backyard. Yeah, do me.
take me
Yeah,
to another place.
pause,
Pause.
Take me to
Pause.
another
pause.
land. Yes. 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 Because I,
Stop
I
it,
don't want to
y'all
be I
crazy.
don't want to be 95 years old walking in Corey Lee house. And then as soon as I sit down on the sofa, they're like, hey, Uncle Freezie, wake up. I'm like, oh, hey, what happened? Man, you
Yeah,
been
man,
sleeping
come
for
on,
2 hours.
man. Come on, live in reality, man. Stop
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah. So but here's the thing I wanted to do just really quick. So I wanted to ask one of y'all for like these last 15 minutes. Like
Hmm.
ask one of y'all to be the moderator so I can get a chance to see what it feels like just to be a contributor on the Knicks at Night podcast. And the reason why I want to do that is because over the years, see, it'll be 3 years for us in October, and a lot of during this 3 and 4 year stretch, a lot of channels have come on, and they look new, but they may not be new. Like still, Knicks fans are on. They've been on for like 2 years. The Queen's channel has been on for about 2 or so years. Well, not almost 2 years, right? Now, you got other channels that come on, and I rarely get the opportunity to sit with y'all and have y'all rock the party, and I just sit back and get to look at stuff from a contributor's perspective. Can one of y'all rock the party and just let me rock for like the next 15 minutes?
Yeah, I'll go for it.
Yeah,
Okay.
man, go ahead, man, rock it.
Yeah, boss.
I was gonna I was gonna ask. I'm gonna ask you guys. Okay, what would you consider this season not a failure, or what would you consider the season a success? How far
Mm,
would we have to go for the season to be a success?
great question. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna jump in the double dutch rope, and I'm gonna jump in. Um, what I what I want for the Knicks, um, we see Jalen
Now,
Brunson.
I was gonna say now
Mhm.
it doesn't have to be a strict thing. It could just be like we finish in the second round, the third round finals,
Okay,
wherever we
okay.
finish. Like, what would you consider success? And then another thing, would you consider it a success if we've seen improvements between players,
Hmm.
younger players, like or
Okay,
what
yeah,
have you?
facts. That's a great question. I mean, matter of fact, your whole statement and great statement about what you asking is great. I want the team to have more of a brotherhood and camaraderie. You see how we get up here on this channel and we talk with each other and we have
Yeah.
camaraderie with each other and we talk to each other behind the scenes. I want that the same thing. See, I don't know what the Knicks is doing and whatnot. So sometimes when we talk out of base and we talk out of line and stuff like that. But I want them to have great camaraderie. I want the leaders who are leaders to step up and be leaders and stuff like that. I'm not gonna go at old boy and stuff like that. I want them to no, I want Tibbs to be more of a coach, not the coach that we've been looking at for the last 15, 20 years. I
You
want
want
him to
to
be
make
more
adjustments.
facts. When
Okay.
facts. And I want him to talk to his assistant coaches a little bit more to say, yo, bruh, homeboy ain't working out right now. We need to sit his little behind down and get homeboy in the squad in on the five and let them rock. Make the proper adjustments. And then let's close out the games that we know we got it right there. Now, last year was a great indication that them dudes was closing out games because they was coming back from games 15, 20 points down and finishing teams off. Let's continue that consistency and knock these boys down and our competition and our ops down. And I guarantee you, if we do that, we go on to the ECF and we possibly might be going to the finals and
Okay.
whatnot. And
Well, what
that's
you
on some real to real.
okay? What you think, Lee?
Me personally, what I consider a success is one, uh, moving past, doing certain, getting little certain goals. Finishing with a little bit better record.
Salute, DSJ.
Finishing with a better record. Uh, Making it past the second round. You know what I'm saying? Third round. ECF stuff like that. Possibly make it to the finals. A finals victory. I mean, a finals or a win would be a total success. But also too, watching certain players that we've been relying on for years to to blossom. We see them come into their own and actually be able to affect the game outside of the two people that we rely on the most.
Okay, I was gonna say, what if I'm gonna throw a little salt on it. What if we had a better individual season where we won 55 games or what have you, like similar to the Cavs, and we just ran into a bad matchup, but you saw internal growth from multiple players. It was just a bad matchup for us in the first round, and we just lost, or we had an injury or something that took us out of our, I guess, how we played during the regular season. Would you consider it a failure if we won 55 games, but we just ran into a bad matchup, but we had growth along like multiple players, and you can use that growth in like a trade, or you can flip guys. It's. I'm just asking your perspective on that. Like, it could. Is there any way there could be it could be a successful season if they lose in the first round?
To me, I'd be like, that's this. See, you layered it you layered it to the point where it's like I don't know. I gotta I gotta look at it from I gotta see it to even put that in to even
Perspective.
mentally even have perspective and mentally even grasp that. You know what I'm saying? Because right now my mind is so gun ho in a certain direction because I
Like
feel
you
like
you you like tangible results. You want to see it in the ECF. You don't want to
exactly,
see
exactly.
moral
I,
victories or little
yeah,
checkpoints. Okay.
exactly,
Oh,
exactly.
what you think? What you think, Freezy?
Um, I don't really want to use my giga counter in a moral combat type thing,
Yeah.
right? I want to hold up some type of trophy. I don't care about the moral combat, right?
Fact.
Like the you know what I'm saying? Like the oh, there was a good showing and things just didn't go our way, but we'll get them next year. I don't want to go through that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I don't want to go through that, man, because I think we went through that 3 years ago with the the
We
almighty
here.
4 seed. Yeah. And then the year where we missed the playoffs, we were like, well, everybody was hurt. We even brought back Damian Dotson. Y'all don't even remember that Dotson
Oh
played 2
God,
times with the Knicks. Anybody remember Dotson stretch
I
with the Knicks?
actually remembered.
Yeah, y'all remember Damian Dotson started over Quentin Grimes?
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That was nasty business.
That was
Terrible.
yeah. That's a part of Knicks history that is a part of that moral combat. I don't care nothing about that no more, bro. Right? The little engine that could is not our story anymore. We need a strong locomotive and a strong
Damn.
driver. Right? That's what we
Damn.
need right now. You know what I'm saying? So even if we don't make it to where, like, even if we don't win the NBA Finals, you know what I'm saying? I would love to see the Eastern Conference Finals, bro. I would
Okay.
love to see the Knicks playing on ABC in June.
Prime time.
Right?
Word.
Think about what I'm saying. The Knicks playing on ABC in June.
Mm.
You feel me?
Mm.
That's what I'm talking about,
How
man.
long
Just-
that been? The
yeah,
OJ
yeah.
taste?
Well,
I
I'm
mean, the
a
slow drive.
well. To that point, I'll be having the game on mute because I'm not trying to hear Glenn Rivers talk with that raspy ass voice for 48
Who
minutes.
is it? Who is it? I'm sorry.
Glenn Rivers.
Oh,
Glenn Rivers. Oh, Kaka.
you ain't gonna understand what he's saying. No way. Everything gonna
The
sound like
Noodle War number 44s.
yeah.
That man need a
No disrespect.
lozenge bad,
Yeah.
a prescription grade lozenge.
Industrial strength.
Remember we did also said homeboy need a Luden. He need a Luden.
that needed a secrets.
The Secret. A wild cherry Secret.
He said he needed some crutch.
that dude need an aluminum. You remember the aluminum can you used to keep it in your pocket? It used to look like a casket.
He need to drink motor oil or something.
Oh God.
Yeah.
But
Oh God.
okay, so I see.
Yo,
I
Freezie,
see-
you better stop.
I see how y'all have different interpretations. I'll say I'm leaning more to where Freezy's thinking like I want hardware, even if it ain't winning the championship.
Right.
Eastern Conference championship would go a long way. It's
Right.
not only
It'd be beautiful.
it would mean a lot of players on this team improved to the point where okay, we already know what we need to win a title at that point.
Yep.
If we need to trade a player or two, I know a lot of people would be averse to it because we just went to the finals. It would mean like there's probably one more hurdle that needs to be had, and we may not be able to make it there because if you look around the league, the Denver Nuggets had a core, right? And they got rid of Gary Harris out of that core.
Yep.
Quickly. Word.
Not
They got
even
him out
quickly.
of there fast.
They got rid of him because
No, I'm not saying the name quickly. I'm saying they got rid of him out of there real fast.
like
pun
they had Monty Morris
Yeah.
part of that core.
Mm-hmm.
At a certain point, they realized, they already went to a Western Conference Finals.
Yeah.
They knew, okay, in order to get over this particular threshold, we're gonna have to change some parts, get guys that might fit a little bit better. No slight to them; those are two damn good NBA players.
Right.
But you need different parts. So when we get to high stakes basketball repeatedly, and you don't win, that only just shows, okay, you need to do this, that, and the third in order to get over a hump. I want us to be in that particular place where we're in high leverage basketball long enough to know, okay, this may not work. Because when you look around the league, we may think, okay, the Celtics made a move just to make it, and these guys don't fit this, that, and the third. Like they lost their identity with Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
Maybe they needed to change their identity.
Right.
Facts.
They knew they needed to change.
Yeah.
That's why they were offering Brogdon first, but Brogdon was hurt, right?
Right.
Yeah,
But
that
even
time,
then,
yeah.
they knew they needed to change. They needed to risk something because just bringing back the same thing at a certain point, you got to change. You got to have a different message. You got to have a different play style. You have to have something tangible happen. And to a certain point, like they've been playing high leverage basketball, so they, in their minds, they know what they need, or they think they know what they need.
So what happens if they made that move to make room for another move? Like what the Knicks fans always ask, and what the Knicks fans always say. Well, the Josh Hart was the move. Josh Hart was a move we made so that we could bring in Joel Embiid. What if they made that move so they can bring in a all-star caliber point guard?
Hmm.
Do you remember what they got back in return from Memphis?
A draft pick,
Basically, a draft pick, right?
Right,
You got a draft pick,
right.
draft pick, and like
and
I guess
it didn't fare well for us,
cap
man.
cap relief.
Right, and they let Grant Williams walk, right?
Yeah, they didn't
Yep,
want to pay
yep,
him. Yeah,
Right,
right.
and so now the only move that's left is Time Lord and a bunch of picks for an all-star level point guard.
right.
Because if they move Time Lord, right, and some draft
Or
picks,
not even an all star level, like just like a top 15 point guard.
would you be surprised if they made a
Who
move?
would that be?
For,
I'm sorry,
would you be
Free.
surprised if they made a move for Chris Paul?
I would be surprised because like he's
I don't
expiring.
want to.
So
I don't
if
want
they
to.
do, if they were to go up to Chris Paul, they'd just be able to just sign him outright. The reason why the Warriors even entertain Chris Paul is because he's expiring. They
And
wanted
it's
to,
and it's okay.
and they wanted to get off of that Jordan Poole deal because Jordan Poole deal was four
Brothers, that would
years.
be another. Brothers, that would be another dude.
So,
That would be
so
another dude that we paying just to be here, to say we got Chris Paul.
that I'd
What
say
kind of
that
impact would he make for the team?
No,
it's
not for us. I'm talking about
not
for
for
the
us.
Celtics.
It's for the Celtics. But
Oh, for the Celtics. Okay, my
Yeah, yeah,
bad. I'm
yeah.
sorry, brother.
the reason
I'm
why the
sorry. My
Warriors
bad.
even got him, they gave
My
up a
bad.
pick. They gave up a pick because this dude is gonna make a ton of money for 4 years.
For 4 years.
So they
hmm
decided, okay,
hmm
we're gonna give up a pick and take this expiring back
Okay. Yeah, I get
and
it
try to
now.
run it
Yeah.
through.
hmm
So it wouldn't be someone like Chris Paul. It'd have to be. I'd have to think about it.
hmm
Hmm. Okay.
That's
Okay.
deep.
Uh
That's deep.
I'm thinking it would have to be.
We got to. You know what? We just got to make the right moves. We got to make the right moves. And I think again. And I'm sorry, Dre, and I'm sorry, Freeze and family. We have to make the right moves. Like we on the verge of doing something and being capable of getting to a different level in our team that we haven't had in a long time.
But
Excuse me.
but I agree. But we got to hit
hmm
a certain ceiling in terms of high leverage basketball. You got to get
All right, so
past the
now,
second
okay,
round.
that's a great statement right there, Dre. Where is the state? I mean, where is the ceiling? Like,
I I, I,
what do
I
we
think we
have to
have.
do to get to the ceiling?
I
But
think I think this particular Knicks team has an Eastern Conference Final ceiling as we speak right now.
hmm
okay.
hmm
I'm not, I don't know if we go to the finals, but I do believe they can hang with any team and win multiple rounds. Now, when you get to the Eastern Conference Finals and your medal is being tested, that's where you know the levels between championship teams at that point.
hmm
You know what's needed to win within the margins of being a title contender in the
hmm
Eastern, in my opinion, in the
And
Eastern
Mr.
Conference
Mr.
Finals
Moderator,
and
can I
later.
ask you a question then?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna ask the moderator a question just real quick, Willie.
hmm
So, Mr. Moderator, if the Knicks, if the Knicks are indeed capable of a ceiling of an Eastern Conference final, is it incumbent upon us at the trade deadline to make that move, that finishing piece move, to go after, say, a Brandon Ingram? at the
Mm.
trade deadline. Like you have
Mm.
to, and listen to me. I'm saying it in an order so that you can follow. I'm not saying go and get him right now, right?
You're
But what I'm saying
you're
is
saying
by
like
the trade deadline, if it appears that
you,
we are going to be an Eastern Conference finalist by the trade that say at the
you
50
gotta
at the 50 win mark, we're 35-15.
okay. I understand. You gotta make that Pau Gasol move, that Rasheed Wallace
Do
move.
you make that move? That's what I'm asking you as Mr. Moderator. I didn't want to jump in and change the subject, but what I'm saying is if the Knicks are 35-15 at the 50 win mark, do you allow that team as currently constructed play itself out to see what their ceiling is? Or do you see the momentum in the wave and disrupt the chemistry some to get a finishing piece to take advantage because you don't know when the next time you'll be able to make the Eastern Conference or beyond it?
Well, some of that depends on context around the league. Like
Okay.
if okay, if you're for instance, if you are you said 35-15. Suppose
Yeah.
hypothetically speaking, there are two other teams in that same area or better than
Or
us,
better
and
than
that
us. Yeah. Yeah.
then you might want to temper it. But if there's just one team in your way, you'd have to take you'd have to take heat, and it depends who you're throwing in the deal. Like for instance, if quickly isn't expiring, you might want to throw him in there, but then you run a risk of okay, who's going to be the backup point guard?
Right.
It some of like ruffle and feathers. It have
Jose Alvarado. So
oh
if you
yeah,
get Alvarado.
hypothetically, he ain't. I mean, he's solid,
He ain't ready. He ain't ready.
But he a
but
backup.
yeah. But it's one of those
And
things
you still
where
have Dante DiVincenzo.
you'd have to make the move. But if you recall, like those teams that made the move, it was almost like the perfect trade.
Yeah.
There was no, they were really losing nothing and acquiring a whole lot. Like
Okay.
that Pau Gasol trade, like the Pau Gasol trade at the time,
The
it
Rasheed
turned
Wallace
it.
trade to Detroit. Remember Rashid to Detroit
Yeah,
at
they
the
didn't
trade at the
really,
trade deadline?
they didn't really give up a whole lot. Like
Yeah, they swapped. I think they swapped Pau Gasol right in a 3-team trade.
Yeah,
Like
that
yeah,
was
Powell
three.
went to
Yeah.
Atlanta
Yes, he
and
did.
and
Yes, he did.
Rashid went
That's correct.
to Detroit and somebody else
Detroit.
went to Memphis.
no, no,
Mm-hmm.
no,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. Pau Gasol was. I'm talking about Pau Gasol with the Lakers.
Yeah, yeah. You're talking about a
Pa-
different trade, but
Yeah,
Paul.
yeah.
He was an impact
I
player
was
at that time.
the comparison I'm making is the Pistons made an in-season trade
Right.
and it led to a title. So did the Lakers. They did an in-season trade and it led
Mm-hmm.
to a title
Right.
because they both started out well, but they saw okay, we have like a missing piece that'll put us over the top. Now, I would definitely do it, but the way this front office operates is completely different from how we would think about it. They're so risk averse. They would they would do a trade like how the Lakers did, where they gave up like Kwame Brown and some picks. One that did turn into Marc Gasol, but at the time they gave up basically nothing for Powell.
Yeah, they gave up. Yeah, Javaris Crittenden, Kwame Brown, the second
Mm-hmm.
round pick, that the draft rights to Mark Gasol. At the time,
Marcus
Mark
Gasol,
Gasol was
word.
330 pounds, fat and out of shape. They didn't
Mm-hmm.
know he was going to get in shape and become what he
Mm-hmm.
was.
Yeah, both of
Right?
them kids was.
He's just Pau Gasol, fat little brother. At the
Yeah,
time, at the time,
yeah. Now he turned into somebody, but
he turned into somebody.
at the time you win two championships, you're not even thinking about that. That's the cost of doing business.
Yeah,
But the Knicks would do a trade like that, but the trade market is so starkly different
Well,
from compared to 2009 and 2005, because those are the only two teams I can recall off the top of my head that made an in-season trade and won a title because of it. And they basically gave up minimal in terms of changing chemistry and nowadays teams are trying to eke out every little piece of value no matter who is moving. So, like the Brandon Ingram deal, Freezy, mid-season, they asking for a crazy. It's kind of the reason why teams do trades in the off-season instead of mid-season, because for what they're asking for, it'll just debilitate team chemistry, and then it's kind of why the Kyrie and Luca thing didn't work. They didn't have a training camp. They just got mashed together for like the last 28 games of the season, and it just didn't work. It's hard to do in-season trades in today's climate because teams are just asking for so much. Whereas,
Dre,
yeah,
let me
what's up?
let me ask you a question, Brick, a little bit, bro. If we was to put certain entities on the team, and I'm just saying with us, and because I love the team as constructed as in the Preezy. If we was to add maybe a one more player like a PG 13 or
It,
say
it,
I don't want OG. I really don't.
it
But
it's
like
I
go ahead,
can
bro.
see, yeah, I see what you're saying. Like
Hmm.
in my mind, mid-season is so hard
I
to
think
do,
it's
and
I think it's one more piece.
it's so hard to do when you're giving up like a dearth of talent or a lot of talent,
Mm.
because to be absolutely honest, it when I mention like doing it mid-season, Freezy, teams are trying to extract as much talent immediately and then trying to insert a star, no matter how great said star is, without an acclimation period, without a training camp, without any of those things, and then going and expecting to like win a title after, I guess, the trade deadline is in like February or whatever. It's about 20 games. It's
Mm-hmm.
hard to do that while giving up a lot of talent. However, you view it, giving up two starters and replacing them with a superstar. The superstar can come in and be impactful immediately,
Immediately.
but the level of impact for chemistry wise, when you get into the later rounds in high leverage basketball,
Right. Right.
you need to be able to be on the same wavelength with everyone. You have to be connected on a string in order to
Mm-hmm.
succeed, to win a title, win a conference
Mm-hmm.
finals. It's why
Mm-hmm.
it's really why Freezy, when you see all these teams make in season deals, none of them win a title. Not since Powell. None of them. No team has done an in season trade for a notable player and won a title. I'm talking all star caliber, all NBA type. It's very hard to do when teams are trying to extract as much value as possible, which is why teams are just like, yo, we're gonna do it in the off season. We're gonna get this training camp in. These guys are gonna see each other in Vegas or whatever. They're gonna get in some training in. They're gonna get the chemistry right. It's hard to do it with 20 games, and then like I'll give you an example, Fuzi. We come into the season and it's 35-15. We 35-15, right? We rolling.
Right.
We know we're missing like a high end talent piece to take us over the top. We know that. That's established already. But okay, the Pelicans are like, yo, we'll give you Brandon Ingram. We not even doing nothing with him right now. We 20 and 30 right now. We trying to bottom out and get to this lottery pick. They're gonna ask, yo, give us IQ, give us RJ, and give us 2 picks, 3 picks.
Mm-hmm.
Now you might be like, okay, cool, I'm gonna do that. But if we're for 35-15 or whatever, chances are IQ and RJ are playing at a pretty high level.
Right.
Now, the impact Brandon Ingram can have when it's optimal and he has chemistry is it outweighs all of that. But you won't be able to get the most optimal version of Brandon Ingram when he's just coming in new. You remember when we just traded for Melo? We didn't really
Yeah,
give
I
up
remember
nobody
that.
that was that nice, Freezy.
No.
No, Channing Wilson and all them cats. I know.
But you saw like it wasn't it didn't have the same chemistry. We didn't have a training camp. And then when we did
They
have the
didn't.
training camp, you saw we won 54 games without Amari.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard to maximize those things. Now, if you do that trade, you're doing it okay. Like you're doing it for the year after.
Mhm.
You're doing the Brandon Ingram trade this year to just get some to get him in the building, build up the chemistry, build up callus, take playoff scars, know what to do to retool for the next year, and then that's the year you go for the title. That's how I'm viewing it in my head. But that's
Mhm.
so much foresight because when we're talking about these guys, these stars that get moved, they're not getting moved for garbage. And even if they are
So,
getting moved for minimal return, like you just saw the
so
Mavs, they got rid of
mhm,
Spencer Dinwiddie
facts.
for Kyrie,
Yeah.
Okay,
another
and
player,
he back on Brooklyn. He back in Brooklyn.
and it didn't work because they just didn't have the chemistry.
Yeah.
Now, when they come into this season,
Mhm.
it would shock no one if the Mavs won 50 games, even with a mediocre center rotation.
All right, so
Just
cool.
yeah,
We talking this Nick talk. We talking all this Nick talk and stuff like that. And we passionate. Listen, I ain't gonna front, man. I'm passionate about my Knicks. And I'm passionate about my Giants and my Rangers and my Yankees. I don't even know
Hey,
why.
hey,
You know
Dre,
what?
Mr. Moderator, let me say something to the trade proposal that you said. I was waiting there. I didn't want to cut you off
yeah. Go ahead, boy.
because you were cooking, but um,
He
I
was
would
cooking. He was
say I
cooking
would
deep.
say even though it's at a disadvantage to the Pelicans to trade in season, it would be it to a advantage for the Knicks to trade in season. And the reason why I say that is because the Knicks have seasonal draft picks, and what I mean by that is the Knicks draft picks only attractive during the season. They are not attractive at the draft. See, because on draft night there are no games going on, and everybody is focused on all the 10,000 protections that are on these picks, right? Right.
But
But
I
hold
could,
on, hold
I
on.
okay.
Let
Yeah,
me
I'm gonna
finish.
let you
Let me
finish.
finish.
Let
Let me
you
finish.
finish.
So what I'm saying is ultimately the picks that we have in season, you could kind of shuffle them in and out, swap them out in and out because during the off season, in ultimately there is really no trade deadline in the off season because even if you don't trade those picks at the draft, you could still trade. You can still make trades in July, August, September, October, November, December, January, because the official league year starts July 1st, right? My
Yeah,
my thing is in season, you have a deadline. So a team can't string you along, right? They can't like this thing with Miami and Portland. They could string it along because ultimately they don't have to do anything until February, right? They don't have to do nothing until February.
Right,
But with the Knicks
right.
picks, the Knicks can say, "Hey, okay, you want these 4 first round picks for Brandon Ingram. We are going to give you 2 draft picks, and it's February 1st,
but
right?"
here's the
And
thing, Freezy.
I
You
just I
could.
just wanted to finish. Let me
Oh
finish.
yeah, okay.
Let me finish. Lee, Dre is a
Bro.
Steph Curry type point guard, bro.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yo,
Shoot first.
Dre, yeah, but
Shoot
not,
first.
Dre, I'm messing with you, right? But
I feel you.
what I'm saying ultimately is it's like the if you're gonna do something, time is of the essence. You
Right.
can't drag it out. So now the attractiveness on certain draft picks is like the attraction is based on what you can get based on the trade deadline. GI in the building was good, bro.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
salute,
I
salute.
was gonna say, but you can also sweeten a deal in the off season or before the draft because you can pick a guy for them and it's almost like a bonus draft pick on top of whatever sweeteners you're gonna throw at him in terms of like for instance, you saw the Utah Jazz deal with the Wolves. They drafted Walker Kessler,
Mm-hmm.
and then they traded 4 picks. as it was
was
like they
crazy.
gave up like five assets in that process.
But those
And
two teams were ready to trade, were ready to deal with each other. Right.
But that's the new
Those two front
NBA
offices had a
now. That's the
connection.
new NBA
Nobody else
now.
would
Now
have
you
did that Rudy Gobert deal, is what I'm saying. Brandon
facts.
Ingram, if the
but
Pelicans put
there's other examples of teams trading that draft day pick on top of multiple other picks for a guy that they want. But that would mean there was communication being had.
Gi want to get on. Get him. Get Gi on, yo. Yo, I love Gi, man.
But
Word.
I want 100% understand the perspective that you're bringing because it's a give and take. Because you ultimately you want Brandon Ingram in the building and then you figure it out later, right?
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
But if you're thinking, okay, Brandon Ingram is going to be the guy, regardless that we're targeting, and he's going to be the last piece. Ideally, it's probably easier to do it in the offseason, but we don't know if that's ever going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
No, but what
And I'm
I'm
speaking
asking
from
you
like
though
a timeline of winning a
is when's
title.
the last time you
I
seen
agree.
when's the last time you seen this front office pull off a trade like that in the offseason?
I haven't seen
Never.
this front
Mm,
office pull off a
good
trade
question.
involving multiple picks that weren't second rounders,
Yeah.
Oh, good question.
Yeah.
giving or receiving.
That's the point that's the point that I'm getting at, man. It's not that I don't believe in your theory. I'm just thinking what you're saying is an NBA theory, and what I'm saying, we're talking about is a Knicks
We
theory.
talking about how the Knicks gonna do.
Yeah. Like I'm not saying what you're saying is not smart. I think it's excellent. I think it's poignant.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
accurate. But what I'm saying is the Knicks ain't doing that, bro. We the Knicks, bro. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks should have you in the front office. They not doing like what you said. And plus our draft picks are like prom dates, bro. They only look good in the springtime. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
They look good in the dark.
Yeah,
In
you
the
know what I'm
dark,
saying?
man.
They only look good when the club closing. You know what I'm
Word.
saying?
Last
Oh
call for alcohol.
man.
Yeah, last
No.
call.
Before the
Yeah,
club
last call for
closed.
alcohol. Yeah,
Yeah, last
those are
call
the
for
type of things we
alcohol,
got.
man. Quiet money, what up?
Yeah, man,
Word.
and so no disrespect to the Knicks, but some of those deals, see, the Knicks got off like Bobby Dufresne. Oh, that's his name, Bobby Dufresne, Andy Dufresne.
Ended
Anybody
the
seen that
frame, yeah.
movie?
Ended the frame, yeah.
The Shawshank Redemption, right? How Andy Dufresne got off. These are the Knicks type
Mm-hmm.
picks, right? Because these picks they didn't look appealing on draft day when we made the moves. We are like, ew, really?
Mm-hmm.
This is what we got.
Mm-hmm.
We Jalen Duran is with the Pistons now, and this is what we got,
Mm-hmm.
right? But then when you look at them in the long term, you know what I'm saying, they like, you know what I'm saying, your homeboy little sister, you know what I'm saying, like 30 years later, you're like, damn, Diane look good. You know what I'm saying? But but when you first like when you first met, but when you first met Dre and Diane, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Diane was his little sister, 3 years younger. Like y'all was
Mm.
10 and she was 7, and she had like the little pigtails with the clear barrette and all the little marks on her
You
face.
go there,
You know what I'm
kid.
saying?
Word.
And then 40
Fast
years
Mm.
forward,
later,
it was like,
and
who is this?
40
Who is
years
that
later,
right here?
Yeah,
Who is
like,
that?
yeah, grocery
Ooh.
shopper.
who was that? And he's like, yo, man, you know that's my sister Diane, man. Stop playing.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, Diane, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? And your friend like, hey, man, don't you be hitting on my sister. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. This is what these draft picks are like right now. Right
Got you.
now, man, they the
Got
last call for alcohol picks, bro.
you.
These
Mm-hmm.
are prom
Mm-hmm.
date picks, bro. You know how
Mm-hmm.
girls like you talk to a girl, she like, nah, I'm going to the prom stag. That's because ain't nobody asked her. That's what our
Right.
picks is like.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like we want them to look good, but they not really that appealing to other teams. Because if they were, teams would be making offers for them, right? And so while I'm not knocking the picks, because being in possession of them means a lot. That means our front office did a great job of accumulating those picks. But we have to look at them for what they are. So if you feel like these are springtime picks, if you feel like these are prom date picks, if you feel like these are last call for alcohol picks, then you gotta move them at the deadline, bro. Because in the offseason, when everybody has picks, when you're going up against Brooklyn's first round picks that look attractive, and Oklahoma City's first round picks that look attractive, and the Pelicans picks that look attractive, and then you rolling out here with your pimple face cousin little sister picks. You gotta
You ain't with that. He ain't go
you gotta get with
there.
Bully. You know I ain't lying, bro. You know how your
I
homeboy
know
goes.
you ain't. I know you not, man.
You know what I'm saying? And no disrespect to all the shorties that started out the rough road with like pimples and braces and retainers.
It's like what I'm
I'm just
gonna do with
laughing
a.
right
Y'all
now.
look
I'm just
good.
laughing.
It's
Yo,
like
proactive was intricate in the hood. I ain't
it's
gonna
like
front.
when the first time
Sorry.
someone came up to you talking about a Bitcoin. It's like, what am I gonna do with a Bitcoin?
What I'm gonna do with a Bitcoin? I can't even
But
put it in my
cool, right?
pocket.
I can't like I can't get nothing from the value menu on McDonald's.
Nah, I can't use this
No,
at the vending
no,
machine. I mean,
no.
what?
Then you look up, it's
Yeah.
2012, and a Bitcoin is like $40,000.
Yeah,
$40,000. Facts. Facts,
yeah,
Dre. Yo, good point, bro.
yeah.
Yes, Jay.
Yeah, no, and no doubt, man. And that's what I'm saying. So,
Uh,
so if you got these Knicks picks, bro, and you know you can only use them around the prom, bro, you got to use them around the prom, bro.
Cash them in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because if you trying to use them prom picks in summer school, ain't
Mm.
nobody trying in summer school. Ain't yo,
That's
yeah.
done.
Anybody in here ever been to summer school? Ain't nobody dressed up. Everybody ugly in
What?
summer school. And they
Mm-hmm.
mad because they going to school during the summer.
Yeah, and it may not even
Mm-hmm.
be a Brandon Ingram thing. It could be anybody, but
Yeah,
It could be anybody.
but
Yeah,
but the
yeah.
but the team that you're probably targeting, they're probably like floundering and they're trying to get like a parachute out
yeah,
of their situation, which is essentially kind of what the Pal Gasol move was,
yeah,
because they were
yeah,
like,
Mm-hmm.
we're not even gonna
Mm-hmm.
pay Pal, man. Like we're kind of over
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Bully, you feel me on that though? You
I,
feel
un-
me on
I
No, of
that?
course I
understand,
do. Of
understand,
course.
understand where you coming from, Freezy, 100%.
Of
Yeah,
course. Of
You got to
course
strike while the
I feel it.
iron is hot. It's
yeah,
it's
Right.
kind of basically the same
There you go.
mentality that we took with getting Mello.
Perfect statement. Perfect statement,
Like
Dre.
in
Strike when the
theory,
iron is hot.
it's in theory you would want to wait, but it's like if you have the guy available, you get him and figure it out.
yeah. And every paper dollar is not the same value,
No, every good
right? Because
money ain't good
I
money.
got a paper dollar, and Bully got a paper dollar. My dollar got a 1 on it. His got a 50 on it. Just because
Mm,
it's a paper dollar, don't mean it's the same value. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? The
yeah,
one that Bully got
yeah,
is more valuable than mine.
yeah.
Nah, just
Yeah,
write
No,
just write a 5 and a
but if we
0
all
on
put our money together,
and go to jail, right?
if we all put our money, if we all put our money together and be sensible and wise about what we're doing, it'll make a great impact. It'll make a great impact if we all put our money together. But we can't ego trip across each other.
Right.
And I think sometimes that's what the Knicks do a little bit. And I love the Knicks. You know, we all because we on the channel and whatnot. We Knicks fans and stuff like that. But if we don't ego trip over each other and do the proper moves, we make proper decisions and get what we need to get. I'm telling you, if we win this chip in the next 2 to 3 years, boy, I'm gonna be in the middle of the crowd. I ain't gonna lie with you, man. I'm gonna do some breakdancing. You gonna see B Street reincarnated. You gonna see Quest Groove
Beat,
reincarnated.
beat.
Breaking was corny, but I ain't gonna mess with that.
You ain't like
But
Turbo? You ain't like Turbo with that string on the
Man, he
mouth?
like breaking. He was in there copying on Turbo's moves when he was growing up. Come
Yeah,
on, stop
he
it.
ain't popping like ozone.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Out there dancing like
you
Carrie
see
and
me, I ain't
whatnot.
saying nothing. You see, I ain't saying
I'll
nothing,
be
right?
up for you. Uh,
No, it's all good, bro. Cause you was out there with the fifth string, practicing with the broom, with the shorty.
I was mad at Run DMC's video Rock Box because I
uh,
thought I should have been that little white boy. I should have been the little black boy running in the video. I always told my sisters and everybody, my cousins, and everybody, my family, that should have been me because I went for the video as a shorty at that time. I went to for the pod not podcast. I went for the be in the video and stuff like that. And
Oh, you with
so
the Queens. Queens get the money. First of all, shout out to the best borough in New York, Queens, New York. Shout out to Hollis, Queens. You know what I'm saying? Queens get the money. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them things, man. Shout out to everybody in the tri-state, but shout out to
He
I'm not
salty
even.
in the
I'm
background.
not. You know what? Y'all
shout
gonna
out
bait. You're not gonna
shout
bait
out
me.
to
You not
so
tonight. You're not gonna bait
everybody
me.
in
You're not gonna
Queens, New
bait me.
York.
You're not gonna bait me tonight.
If you from
Salute
Queens,
the Queen.
if you from
Salute the
Queens,
Queen.
throw them salutes
Salute
in
to
the
the
chat.
Bronx.
Show
Salute
them
to
salutes
Staten
in
Island.
the chat,
Salute to
man.
Manhattan. I'm not gonna get
Salute
baited
to Staten
tonight.
Island. Salute to Central Islip,
CI, Sister
CIFFLY.
Iceland, Coney Island. See, there's
If
another
if
CI, Coney Island.
if you from any borough other than Queens, hit the like on the video.
Oh,
First of all,
wow.
you know what? See, here we go.
That's
Here we
hilarious,
go.
bro.
Here we go.
Hey,
What's that
yo,
say?
Here
I'm joking, Lee.
we
I live
go.
in Queens, Lee. I'm joking.
I'm just joking
You
with
about to be
everybody, man. We just
excommunicated out
ragging
about it.
everybody.
Lee
Boy.
about
Oh
to
You talking like
man.
make it not safe for me out here, man.
Yo, you gonna lose your card when you can't
Queens
get on
get
the
the
second
money.
train.
Queens get the
You
money.
can't get on the
But Brooklyn
R.
keep
You
on
can't get
taking
on
it.
the. You can't get on
Brooklyn
the
keep on
D. You
taking
can't
it.
get.
Anytime y'all
You
Queens
can't get
dudes
up on
make
the
money,
E,
we
the F.
taking it. I'm letting y'all know right now.
Shoot.
And that's all I'm gonna say.
Look what DSJ said.
Yeah, I see DSJ. Hey, look at Wiz. Yeah, Wiz is a real dude from Brooklyn. Crown Heights in the house. Utica, Utica, Utica. RPI. That's right.
That's where the Jamaicans be at, man.
Yeah, man.
I don't care. They still
Exactly.
Brooklyn. I don't care.
Just real quick, I want to say this real quick before I get out of here, man.
Look,
Because your
you gonna
man
say the
is
Giants
How
Brooklyn
bad.
ain't
you
You
coming
how
to
you
gonna
Queens.
say
clo-
the
say this.
Giants.
Freezy? Hold on,
Man, how
hold on.
you
How
get
you
mad at
closing
what
the
you
show?
doing?
I'm the moderator. I close the show.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. You gonna see Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor in a little bit because I'm gonna be asleep. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to run this by y'all real quick, man, because I met a dude
Oh
recently,
man.
a real slick dude, and he was like, "Yo, Uncle Freezie, no matter what we say, no matter what New Yorkers, no matter what New Yorkers say, we all know the real home of hip hop." And I was like, "The real home of hip hop? This sounds like a trap question. This Staten Island, Wu Tang, the Staten Island, real home of hip hop?" Because he was like, "Yo, just because hip hop started somewhere, don't mean it's the home
Originated
of it."
there.
Because he was like, "Yo, we all be born one place and then we live and grow up in another place sometime." You know what I'm saying? And so when he said that, I was like, "Oh boy, he about to talk about Queens." You know what I'm saying? And so he was like, "Yo, Queens, New York run hip hop. If it wasn't for Queens, New York, hip hop would be dead."
Oh, he
And
talking
I was
about Jay
like,
Boogie.
"Queens, New York? Are you serious?"
Man, pick your head up. Pick your head up, for real, man. Pick your head up.
And
Who you
so
talking to?
Listen,
when he said that to me, y'all know I'm a fan of AZ, right? And y'all know I'm a fan of A Tribe Called Quest. And y'all know I'm a fan of LL Cool J, right? Y'all know I'm a fan of a lot of dudes, right? I'm a fan of Coogee Rap. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of Nas, Cormega, Nature. You know what I'm saying? So when he said that, I was like, y'all know I'm a fan of Mobb Deep, Capone and Noriega. You know what I'm saying?
CNN.
Yeah.
Akinelli,
Yeah. So
know you flush.
yeah. So when he
Mike
said that, I
Geronimo.
was like, yo, how you gonna say that instead of Brooklyn? Right? So I find myself defending Brooklyn. And Brooklyn is the strongest borough. They don't need no defense, bro. If you from Brooklyn, stand up, man. Right?
You ain't gotta tell them. Everywhere they go, they gonna let people know.
Everywhere you go, yo, as soon as you step on somebody's foot, I'm from Brooklyn, son. You know what I'm saying?
You could be in South Dakota and they gonna let you know. They gonna be in some beef and broccoli Tims and they gonna let you know.
Yes.
I'm from
yes.
Yo, Dre, you better stop.
Standing up to let you know they from
But Freezy got something behind that. Freezy got something behind that. Watch the boom. Watch the boom.
But what I'm saying is people always talk about hip hop being born in the Bronx. Hip hop wasn't born in the Bronx. Kool Herc threw a party. Hip hop existed before that, right? Our culture is hip hop, right? The way we walk and talk, the way we mad slick, the way we style, whatever. That was in place before Kool Herc. Kool Herc ain't sit down and like, I'm gonna invent this thing called hip hop. No, stop.
Hip hop started out in the park.
Yeah. So Kool Herc ain't do that, man. So let me just say this to all my friends from Brooklyn, New York, man.
Watch it.
Man, salute to all my friends from Brooklyn, New York. Stand up, represent, you know what I'm saying? Hip hop, the name may have started in the Bronx, and Queens may have a lot of great rappers, bro. But we all know the heart and soul of hip hop is in Brooklyn, New York, bro. We all know that. We all know that, bro. We all know that, bro. And when you talk about some of the greatest rappers of all time, outside of Nas and Coogee Rap, bro, I don't know many that could even say Notorious B.I.G. name. They can't even bro, come on, bro. But Dre, with that said, the dude asked me what was my favorite song from a Queens rapper, right? And when I thought about it, I was like, that's a hard question.
There's a lot of Queens legends.
Because it's a lot of, because my man said all my manpower for $4 an hour took the time to write rhymes in the shower. You know what I'm saying? My man said that. And my man said, stuck a Uzi on the island in my army jacket lining. Yeah. You know,
and he said that at 18.
Yes.
No. He was 16.
Even younger.
Yeah, and he was
because
like,
the album came out a little bit later.
Yeah, this is the same dude that says, I gotta have it. I miss Mr. Magic. Versatile. My style switches. You know what I'm saying? All of that. He was saying all that stuff, right? But bro,
what I want to say,
I think that the great but just hold on, but let me just say this though. My favorite verse from a dude from Queens is two. One of them is, I'm light skinned, I live in Queens, I love to eat chicken and collard greens, I dress to kill, something. But my favorite verse all time from a dude from Queens, New York is, my Adidas walk down 25th Street, funky fresh, and yes, cold on my feet with no shoestrings in them.
I did not win them.
I bought them off the Ave with the fat strings in them. I like to sport them. That's why I bought them. A sucker tried to steal them, and I caught them, and I fought them. And we walked down the street, rocked to the beat with Lees on our legs and Adidas on our feet. And so when a cat say stuff like that, you give homage to all the Bronx rappers, Fat Joe, KRS, all the dudes from the Bronx, all the dudes from Harlem, all your Cam'rons, all them dudes, all your rappers from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? But when dudes ask you about just one verse, I could have easily said, I want a girl with extensions in her hair, bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair, a Fendi bag, and a bad attitude. Because that's all I need to get me in a good mood. Right? I could have said something like that, right? Right. But shout out, I say all of that to say to even when you on these sales meeting, even when you meeting new people, you know what I'm saying? Some of these things you find out you have some things in common. And when dudes ask you, Lee, the dude ask you a question like, man, big dog, we've been on this call for like 2 hours. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, yeah, I know, man. I gotta use the bathroom, bro. I'm gonna get up here. And you really ain't got to go use the bathroom. You just want to get off the, you know what I'm saying?
I go front.
You really ain't got to pee. You just need a break.
Oh, Lord.
You know what I'm saying? And he hit you up with some.
He hit you up with some.
Hey, you watched the preseason games last week? Just a little side question. And you're like, man, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. My Jets ain't going. I don't know.
Hey, don't throw the Jets.
No. I ain't throwing no shade. I ain't throwing no shade. No,
I know
my
what you
man's saying something like, man, they putting all that pressure on us. You know, this is the conversation that real Jets fans is having. Like, yo, they putting all this pressure on us, bro.
Freezie and Dre. I just want to say this one thing, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all and whatnot. It's just one or two things that I want to say. Yes, I'm about to go buy me a Jet hat. I'm about to go buy me a Jet hat because I want to support little brother. I want to
Oh my
support
God!
Jay.
If you want to support little brother, buy a Giants hat.
Stop
I
it!
got a Giants.
Hey, if you want
I
to
got
support,
mad
look,
Giants
if you
hat.
want
Are
to,
you crazy? I got
hold on a
mad
second.
Giants hat.
Nah. If you really want to support somebody, little brother, you go get you a Brooklyn hat. All right, you go do that. I'd
I
rather you
mean,
get a
With
Brooklyn
Brooklyn
hat
hat.
than
With
wear
hey,
a
Brooklyn
Jet hat.
hey,
hat.
if you wanna support little brother, you could get a Mr. Show vinyl,
I got
the
little brother
album,
albums. I got all
Little
four.
Brother.
I got all three of their albums. Like when the little brother. Wait. Yeah, I got all their
And
albums,
you was
man.
just
You
talking about
can't
me
tell me
wearing
nothing
a
about
green
little brother,
shirt.
man. I love little brother, man.
Right.
I was right there. And they had the little white. Excuse me. They had the little other white meat boy
Oh my God!
or little. Come on
The
now.
white rapper, I
If
know.
you want to support little brother, go buy a Yankees hat.
What was his name? Joe Scat.
Joe Scuddy,
Joe
Scud,
Scuddy, yeah,
yeah.
Joe Scuddy, man. Yeah, I love little brother, man. I love little brother.
I love the
Yeah,
Yankees
I'm
too.
deep in
Little
hip
brother,
hop.
the Yankees, little brother right now. Yeah.
I'm deep in hip hop, man. Knife Wonder is my dude, man. Yo, I mess with my Knife Wonder. But what I
Yeah.
was saying, I
Lee
was
don't want to show us no love, man. Lee not trying to
well,
show the
he
Jets
got
no
the
love.
green on. He got the green on, and I
Oh, he
said I
got
was
on
gonna buy the
green.
Giants hat. I was gonna
I
buy the
got
Jet
lime
hat
green
because
on.
I
I ain't
want to
got
support.
peach green on.
He
The,
got.
the green is for envy. That's what it's for.
Oh wow, DJ
What am
Envy.
I jealous of?
No.
Oh wow.
I'm still sitting there. I'm still looking at my chances. Looking at the last couple of championships we had. You was never even a thought of when they just won a championship. Matter of fact, your daddy was still in this diaper
That's
when they
facts.
just
That's
won the
facts.
Super
That's facts.
Bowl.
That's facts. He wasn't even born, Dre.
So that's
I ain't gonna
cool.
front.
You know what I'm saying? I love you, Dre. Ain't no,
Yeah.
it's
That's
all
little
good. You
brother.
know.
That's little brother. Yeah, that's little brother right there, man. Yo,
Yeah,
Dre,
you
I'm
know what I'm
always
saying?
protect you,
If y'all,
homeboy.
if
Yeah.
y'all,
The Giants
seriously,
is little
seriously,
brother. Yeah, for sure.
if y'all, if
Oh,
y'all even get to the playoffs, even to the AFC Championship, you know what I'll do?
look, Freeze. Come on, man. Stop
See,
I'll
playing with
give him
me.
a
Dre,
thumbs up.
I
You see
keep
how
some Giants
how
in
the
my
Giants
hat.
fans brag.
See how they disrespectful?
Yeah. All I said was my man was a Jets fan, and he was concerned that Jets fans is jumping over the moon because they got Aaron Rodgers. That's the whole point. He
He
like,
ain't gonna
man,
last but
That's
a
my
year.
point.
that's what he like, man. We jumping over the moon because we got Aaron Rodgers, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then Jets fans gonna be mad if we don't win the Super Bowl.
He
Never
only gonna
mind
last
that the
but a year.
Kansas City Chiefs are really good.
He's gonna. But are you a Jets fan and a Bears fan? I don't get it. What's the oxymoron in
Freezy
that?
ain't no Jets fan.
Do you see what I'm saying, Dre? You see what I
Yeah,
mean?
see, man, wow.
Giants fans make up their own narratives, bro.
I just, he just did. Don't speak for me.
Giants fans be calling audibles at the line of scrimmage, man. Just run the ball, bro.
I'm gonna just be quiet
Man,
now.
bro,
Now I'm be quiet, man.
bro, what? Hey, man. Bro, he got me earlier. He got me
I'm
earlier.
just
He
gonna
got
be
me
quiet
earlier.
now. I'm
So
just gonna be quiet, man. I'll be quiet,
Lee,
man.
it's as simple as
he
this.
got
The
me
Giants
earlier.
won 3 lucky Super Bowls, bro.
Ah,
Giants fans need to be
Let me
quiet
tell you
for a real
something.
long time, bro.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I'd rather be lucky than good. You know why?
I agree with you, homeboy.
Because let me tell you something. You know what?
Because
Lucky people win
because
lottery.
y'all are never good. Y'all need luck.
It's all
That's
good.
why.
I'll take that. I'll take
We
that.
beat the Patriots. Remember,
But but
we
but
beat the Patriots
just tell you
twice.
Because y'all
hold on a
cheated.
second.
Twice.
No.
Because y'all cheated.
Hold on a second. Bully. It's cool though. Because you know what? I love that ride going through the canyon of
But we
champions.
cheated.
No,
I
why you
really
getting
cheated.
upset? Yo, bully.
I'm
Why
not
are you even
upset.
arguing with him?
Dre, why this is a
I'm telling the
counseling
logic.
session?
Why are you even arguing with him? Because see,
All
look,
right.
when they throwing toilet paper at us and confetti, when
Did
we
the
going
Giants
down
win
through
the
the
Super Bowl last year?
nope, but we on our way.
Yeah,
We on
everybody.
our
On
way.
our
We
way.
definitely on our way.
Is it so is Uber?
Okay. But I tell you like this, we'll be there before you.
Right.
We'll be
Right.
there before you.
And I saw a dude on Twitter say that Daniel Jones plays like Patrick Mahomes. I also saw that today.
You
Hey
saw a
man,
drug addict
Yes,
on your
probably. Probably.
hey, hey man, yo, we got delusional fans too, man. Just like
Hey,
Bear fans.
Yo, Trey, you better stop, man.
right. Right.
You know that.
I'm you know what I'm gonna say this. I think Daniel Jones is gonna have a hell of a season though.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna
Oh
have a
man.
hell of a season
And
too,
and, and I
bro.
think cocaine is a hell of a drug.
You know.
I think cocaine is a hell of a drug, bro.
Oh God.
Bro,
Oh
I'm
Yo,
God.
let me give you my top 10 favorite rappers from Brooklyn, real quick, Freezy. You give me,
No.
yeah, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say J. Rudy
Cocaine.
Davidson, Devon Sound. I'm gonna say Big Daddy K. Of course, the Notorious B.I.G. Jay Z. Hold on, you know what? AZ. I'm gonna say MC Light. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. Paul the
East
Pimp.
MC
Flatbush. Shout
Hammer.
out
I
to East
said it.
Flatbush. Shout out to East
MC
Flatbush.
Hammer.
ODB. Stop
MC
playing.
Hammer.
You count MC Hammer?
Yeah, he from Brooklyn.
I was gonna say my favorite. It might not. My favorite Queens rapper
Mob
is Prodigy.
MOP.
Prodigy will forever SHINE.
Yeah.
The rhyme attract me like the
Oh,
moon attract the sea.
What's the
Yeah,
rhyme?
yeah.
Word.
He
Prodigy is
he
it.
don't gotta mince words.
Busta Rhymes from Long Island. Stop it. You can't claim that.
And he
Nah, he
represent
from
Brooklyn
Brooklyn.
though.
He from Brooklyn.
He from
He's
Brooklyn.
from Long
He
Island.
from Brooklyn. His mom moved him out
Come
on the
on,
island when his
man.
parents split up. Oh, that's the story.
He's
So
from
he
Long
could be
Island.
from both.
Pop Smoke.
Yeah.
I
That's
said it.
that's a little too young. I mean,
Yeah.
Man, that boy was
he would have
rapping.
been something special if he
Yeah,
lasted
Corey, you
longer.
gotta
He could
stop
have
that,
been.
man. You say MC Hammer, man. You better, man. You then if you say MC Hammer
Yeah.
from
Hey, Humpty
Brooklyn,
Hump from Brooklyn
Vanilla
too, right?
Ice from Queens.
It's all good.
Well,
He said his ice
I
cold,
could give you one MC. I could give you one MC in New York.
Oh wow.
Tupac.
MC New York.
Yeah,
Woo!
Tupac.
Yeah.
Tupac's
Yeah.
from New York.
Yeah.
He is from New York.
Yeah, he from
Yeah.
Harlem. He from
Yeah.
Harlem,
He
but
got even Tupac
I
had
don't really have a lot of
had a
good
verse,
things to say
bro.
about him. So
Tupac
I'm be
said, "I
quiet.
got my mind on my money, money on my mind, finger on the hand on my
Yeah,
now. I'm
yeah,
talking
mine.
blunts and skunk and making holes of punk and that, but underground funk coming out of my trunk, living a
Yeah,
life
yeah,
of a
yeah.
hustler, high till I die, hitting
You know what's
switch,
funny?
hitting
He had a
switches."
song
Yeah.
about the old school in 1991.
And I love that song. Ain't nothing like the old school. Ain't nothing like the old school.
It's like
And he was naming
and
everybody from New York, but then when he got his little behind shot up and try to blame my homeboy.
big.
Anyway, I ain't going there, man.
It's a whole other story.
Man,
That's a vibes and stuff conversation right there for tomorrow.
Big Daddy
For tonight,
Kane,
yeah,
bro.
Let me
Yeah,
just
we
say this real quick. I just want to say
Master
this.
Killer.
That young man ran with the narrative that Suge Knight put out there, and he had to go with the hand that was feeding you. Never bite the hand that's feeding you. That's just what it was.
You know
Okay,
what we
let's let it
thinking,
go.
Lee? You know what you see, you missed the Juice episode, bro. We thought that Tupac played that Bishop role and never snapped out of it, bro.
Yeah, he
For
never
real,
came
I
out of
agree.
it.
I
Juice?
agree.
He
I
never
agree.
came
I
out of
agree.
it.
He never snapped out because he wasn't that way before Juice.
Yeah, he got in character and never got out.
And never got out. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, but there's some certain things that could trigger because he might have had bipolar disorder or
He
something.
may have.
And
He may have.
I think he was insecure. I think he was insecure at the same. You know what? I don't want
He's
to
a
diss
little
Tupac
guy.
like that. I don't want to diss him like
You
that.
can't use being a little because in hip hop there's a lot of 5'7" rappers, a
A
ton
lot
of
of
5'7".
foxes like
I
Guru.
think he was insecure. I think he was insecure.
DMX was nothing but 5'8".
And I think DMX was insecure too.
Yeah, DMX was crazy. He was abused. He was an abused
He was
kid.
a drug. It was a drug.
Yeah, he was an abused kid that used drugs to cope with drama.
Because
Drama.
Nas for sure is not a big guy.
No, Nas ain't no big dude.
No, and I love Nas. I love Nas to death, man. Stack Bundles, rest in peace, man, from Far Rock, where
Far
the
Rock.
other them niggas is from.
Yes, sir.
Man,
All right,
Doing
man.
that.
So I'm gonna get out of here, man, so I can get some rest, so I can get on this call at 8 o'clock.
Word.
That's gonna be
Word.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I gotta
yeah,
go to work.
sales calls at. Oh, hey, Bully, when you hey, okay, well let's try. I gotta ask Bully this after we.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No. Talk to me. Talk to
Nah,
me. I
man,
don't care.
I'm gonna end it right here. Thank y'all for rocking. Knicks Morning Drive
Peace.
soon come.
Shout
We'll
out.
holler. We'll
And
holler at
DSJ,
y'all.
I'm
We'll holler
coming
at y'all
for
in
you
a little
next
while.
week.